And welcome to Wildcat Gym. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle for Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. It's actually a double bill tonight. We start with your Lady Cats, and then after this game, scheduled to start at 7, the Lovington Wildcats, and both teams are playing Carlsbad tonight. So our 4A Lady Cats and Wildcats taking on 5A Carlsbad, and this is a pretty good test, at midway through the season with the district starting for the Lady Cats anyway. They start district on February 2nd, so, they got a few more games after this, and it's a good test against a higher division team, and the Carlsbad Lady, I want to call them the Lady Cavemen, but they are the Cave Girls. The Carlsbad Cave Girls come in at 9-6 on the season. They're ranked 19th in 5A New Mexico as a whole. Your Lovington Lady Cats come in, and they are ranked 6th in 4A. They are 12-4 on the season under head coach Chief Bridgeforth. And they are using the next few games to sharpen up before they start district. So the Lady Cats are coming off of beating Ruidoso 61-18 on the 14th. And after tonight, they'll be up in action on Saturday on the road to play at Clovis. For your Carlsbad Cave Girls, they are coming off of a loss against Las Cruces High, 63-35. And up next after tonight will be Las Cruces Mayfield Friday. They'll be hosting in the Cave City. They are coached by Matt Inlow, the head coach for your Carlsbad Cave Girls. And Lovington is on the floor. Both of the teams are out warming up right now. As we said, this game scheduled to start at 5:30 to be followed by the boys, the Lovington boys, and Carlsbad afterward. So we're starting to get a little bit of a crowd drifting in, and right off the bat, we need to say that there also is a banner. I may be standing up and down quite a bit because we have a banner across the rail that's blocking part of our view of the court, and we don't want to move that. The schools put that up for a reason, so we'll leave that where it is, but it's not going to be a factor with the video. It's not blocking any of your video for this game. So welcome in TJ Miracle. We have about 11 minutes left on the pregame clock, just getting ready to tip this one off. And of course the Lovington girls are going to have to be pretty tip-top because they're coming in against, even though Carlsbad is, they're having an okay season, 9-6. Still, they are a division ahead, and they are a team that's full of experience. A lot of juniors and seniors on this Carlsbad roster, a lot of names that we've been calling for what seems like many years, and we're going to be seeing them trying their best against Carlsbad and trying to put another win on the board. They've got a pretty good, solid season going on themselves. Lovington comes in at 12-4.
Well, they do, and they've had I think, a very good year so far. Ran into a little bit of trouble last week with Clovis, and just really that game came down to foul trouble with this Lovington team, and they were running kind of a short bench last week. Of course, they went and took care of business, no problem, against Ruidoso. But against Clovis, the last game that we did last week, 3 scores in double digits. Liz Buendia led with 20. Then Barunda and Malaya Castro each had 10. Aubrey Aranda just missing double digits with 9. But that was a pretty close game, at least early. But Clovis pulled out and pulled away at the very end. And really it came down to foul trouble when Erlene Salcido and Buendia and Barunda all got into foul trouble. They all picked up 3 and 4 fouls pretty quick. That changed the complexion of what they could do on defense. And really that changed the complexion because they had to open up, and it let Clovis just absolutely destroy them in the paint and in the lane. And when you're running with the short bench with Schaus out in that game,
right,
and also with no Carly Knapp in that game,
Oof.
It was just very, very tight. They had to make sure that they kept enough players on the court to finish out the game, and that changed the game plan, I think, for Coach Bridgeforth. But we're in a new game today, and if they can stay out of foul trouble, this is a Lady Cat squad that can really play with anybody.
And you mentioned a short bench. They only have 10 girls on the roster, and so definitely, and most teams will carry a larger roster than that. But, it's quality, not quantity. And as you mentioned, Abigail Schell's out for the last game. We don't know if she's going to be playing tonight or not.
I think she's out. She's in street clothes.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked down to see. So we'll know that she's not going to be on the court. She's leading in blocks, 1.2 per game. Now, your other team leaders are Elizabeth Buendia. She's leading in average points, 17.9 per game. She's leading in assists, 3.3 per game. Leading in steals, 3.5 per game. Ashlyn Barunda is leading in field goal percentage with 41%. And Erlene Salcido leading in rebounds at 8.5 per game. So those are your some of your standout players. And I don't know. I think I see Carly Knapp. I'm not sure if she's going to be playing tonight, but I thought I saw her when I looked down and saw Schaus in close. I thought I saw Carly as well, but I don't see her now. So we'll have to just wait and see which girls are announced. Speaking of which, we are already looking at the electronic scoreboard, and it indicates the starters for us for each team, and it's showing a starter at number 1. We don't even have a number 1 on the Carlsbad roster. So
Thanks
I know
to Coach Stephen
Coach
McCraw.
is helping
we do
you.
have that.
Okay,
it
good.
is
Who
Zumbrin.
Zumbrin?
I believe she is the boys' coach's daughter, but for whatever reason, she is not on the roster that was provided to us by the Carlsbad schools.
All right, we don't know her first name, but Zumbrin is her last name. And looking down the rest of the roster for Carlsbad, it's number 2, Mia Payanis, number 3, Hayden Brose, number 11, Josie Tindorf. 12 is Abby Dugan. 14 is Serena Carrasco. Number 21 is Macy Garcia. 23 is Faith Klusner. 30 is Corinne Bradford. 32 is Tynisha Green. Number 33 is Samantha Oliver. 50 is Jasmine Gonzalez. And 52 is Rebecca Brown. Your starters will be Zumbrin, Dugan, Bradford, Oliver, and Gonzalez, at least according to the electronic scoreboard, if that is correct. For your Lovington Lady Cats, number 3 is Luisa Cardenas. Number 4, Carly Knapp. 5, Aubrey Aranda. 10, Myra Castro. 12, Malaya Castro. 14, Ashlyn Borunda. 20, Elizabeth Buendia. 22 is Carly Greben. 24, Erlene Salcido. And 42 is Abigail Schaus. And your starters, according to the board, will be Myra Castro, Malaya Castro, Borunda, Buendia, and Salcido.
And that's pretty much been the starting 5 for Coach Bridgeforth all season long. Those are the 4 girls that he puts out there and runs with it. And the 5. And I do have Zumbrin's first name. It is Cameron.
Cameron Zumbrin.
Thank goodness for last year's rosters.
Very good, and thanks to Coach McGraw, who is he's at the scorers table. I don't know if he is a scorekeeper or if he does the clock or what, but he's down there helping run things from the scorers table, and they've actually moved that a little bit over to the right. It's blocked out this time. It's usually kind of right.
Well, I think we've actually been moved a little bit to the left.
I guess we're a little we're usually a little more to the right. That's right. That's true.
Yeah,
we're a little more center court.
Yeah, we do have the video crew, Luis and his crew, helping us out tonight on the various camera angles and things. So we appreciate their help for helping the video on tonight's broadcast.
All right, and speaking of it, let's take a break and come back and get this one tipped off. We have about 5 minutes or so left on the pregame clock, so we'll take a break and play some of our excellent sponsors whom we love, and we are appreciative of their support of the broadcast and of Lady Cat and Wildcat basketball and Lovington sports. So we'll be back with this game coming up. Lady Wildcat basketball back in just a few on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season.
By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball, Lady Wildcat, on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. It's a doubleheader tonight as Lovington ladies up first, and we're just about to get this one tipped off in a couple of minutes, followed by the Lovington boys, both playing Carlsbad, and we're just awaiting. The Carlsbad team is off in the dressing rooms. The Lovington girls staying out there, continuing to warm up. They're just now coming off of the court, and we have about a minute and a half left on the pregame clock. And I understand this is senior night, right, TJ?
I believe that was what the Booster Club posted and the schools posted. So
at least for the girls.
At least for the girls. The boys' senior night, I believe, will be Friday night against Ruidoso. But for the girls, they're going to recognize their seniors tonight. I don't know if that'll actually be before the game or if they'll do it at halftime or between the games.
Right. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see as both of the teams, the Lovington girls are coming off, and they're just staying out on the floor, getting out of their warm-up gear. They're going to be in the home whites with the blue letters and numbers, and I assume that the Carlsbad team, of course, they're blue and white as well. They'll be in the road blues with the white letters and numbers. We'll wait and see for sure. But
I also believe tonight, and it is the senior night for the Lady Cats, but they'll also be honoring Alma Martinez, a third grader here in Lovington. They're honoring her as she fights childhood cancer. So a very important thing tonight for her as they recognize Alma Martinez. That's something that the Lady Cats, both the volleyball and the basketball team, have done the last number of years.
That's right.
Is recognize a Wildcat supporter who is going through that right now, and very, very tough thing, and our thoughts and prayers are with that young lady.
They usually do some kind of a fundraiser as well. Sometimes it's a 50-50 drawing or some other event or activity. So that's always nice that they give a little money to that person. And we are just about getting ready for, I think we'll probably have the break for the national anthem and introduction of teams coming up here just momentarily. Again, I thought we've got more people have drifted in, and a decent crowd, I guess what you would expect for a senior night, as the parents, I'm sure parents and parent figures are going to be with the Lovington girls tonight for the presentation. So we'll go ahead and take a break. We're just about ready. It looks like we're going to do the national anthem. So it looks like the presentations will be, again, either at halftime or between games tonight. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the tip-off of this one, Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. The introduction of teams happening right now, and we are just about to get this one tipped off. Your Lovington girls are looking for another win, looking to go up 13-4 on this season and go in with a little momentum on the road against Clovis on Saturday. Of course, Carlsbad is looking to improve to 10-6 with a win and get ready to host Las Cruces Mayfield at Friday. So both the teams have been announced, and again, your starters for Carlsbad are Zumbrin, Dugan, Bradford, Oliver, and Gonzalez. And your starters for Lovington will be Myra Castro, Malaya Castro, Borunda, Buendia, and Salcido.
If the Lady Cats can come out and if they can play the tight defense that they want to and that they know they can, that triggers their offense, and they could give this Carlsbad team not only a run for their money, but they could knock off the 5A team. Key, though, don't get in foul trouble.
Right. Yep, because they have 10 girls on the roster. One of them, Abigail Schaus, is out with injury. So you've got 9 girls to work with. That is a short pinch for sure. So you need everybody firing and you need nobody fouling. And here we go. Just about ready to get this one tipped off. And the Carlsbad girls are wearing T-shirts, either long-sleeved or short-sleeved, that have no numbers on the back.
Yeah, they're black.
Oh, they're black.
They're
I
hard
see.
to see.
Now I see them. That's right. They're going to be very hard to pick up. Lovington wins the tip-off, and they get it to Buendia. Buendia moves it around the arc. Barunda getting to Castro, back to Buendia. Oh, and a pass into the lane is picked off. First turnover for your Lady Cats.
28 turnovers against Clovis, way too many, and that's not how they want to start here.
Wow, I cannot see those numbers at all. I think
Right
that's
now it looks like
Brown
Dugan,
with the
it's
ball.
Dugan running it.
And up and no good, and tipped away, and it is number 20, Buendia, with the rebound. Her first. She's going to take it coast to coast and stop, put a layup up. Shot is no good. Fight for the rebound. Carlsbad gets the rebound, but there is a foul called.
Actually, Dugan got the rebound, but then stepped out of
stepped
bounds.
out of
So that'll
bounds.
be the first turnover for Carlsbad.
And I didn't see that she was out of bounds with that. All right, so give it to Lovington. They make a quick pass in. Myra Castro's got it. Carlsbad ties it up immediately, and it goes the way of Carlsbad. I got it. Thank you.
So 2 quick turnovers for the Lady Cats.
Yes, as not good, as nobody's on the board yet. Still 0-0 score. Carlsbad with the ball, not even moved it across the timeline. Now they finally do. And very, very hard to see the black numbers on the blue jerseys. There is a basket up
Gonzalez.
and in, and Gonzalez with 2 points puts Carlsbad up 2-0. Coming down the other way, that is Buendia running the point. They pass it over to Malaya Castro on the right wing. Back to Buendia, top of the arc. Back to Castro. Bounce pass in toward the lane. Barunda's got it. Kicks it out to Buendia. She tries a three-point shot. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Carlsbad's got it. And who is that who came down with it?
I'm going to have to wait
I
and
don't
see.
know. It's black numbers on dark blue jerseys. All right. So Carlsbad passes in the lane and has to come back out, move the ball top of the arc. Passing all the way over on the left side, and there's a travel. Oh, yeah. As they gave it to a girl on the left wing, she stopped, thought about the three, then thought better of it. But right before she passed the ball, she took that extra little step there, and that is turnover number 2 for Carlsbad as well. So Carlsbad up 2-0. 6:14 left to play in the first. Lovington with the ball. They move it down, and Barunda gets the ball, and she is going to travel as well.
Yeah, picked up the pivot foot and slid just a little bit. They'll get you every time on that.
She was accepting a pass right there at the free throw line and looking to pass it off, and she did the same offense that Carlsbad just got called for. Third turnover for Lovington. Carlsbad moves the ball across the timeline into the lane, and coming out of nowhere is Barunda, blocking the shot out of bounds. It'll stay Carlsbad basketball, but good hustle by Barunda to knock it out and knock the offensive rhythm that Carlsbad had rolling there. Carlsbad will inbound and work the ball around to the right side of the arc, and I believe that is Dugan. Dugan, their number 12, going to pass it off again. Back to Oliver or Bradford. And Lovington doing a nice job on defense, keeping them out of the paint. Then a three-point shot up on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Buendia is going to come up with it, her second rebound. Moves it down the court to Castro, back to Buendia. Buendia running through. A pass in the lane, a nice pass to Barunda right under the basket. And she gets it before she can, as she's taking the shot, she gets fouled though. So there's no bucket, but there is a foul, and they're going to call that on 30. That's Bradford, her first foul, and it will send Barunda to the line. The first girl for either team to go to the free throw line, and it's up and no good. It circles out Looked like it was going to circle and drop in, but it rolled out instead. So a miss for Barunda. She's got another chance at it, though.
Normally a very steady free throw shooter, shooting about 68% on the season.
And that one is up and good. So Barunda puts Lovington on the scoreboard. 2-1 your score. Carlsbad with a 1-point lead. 5:20 left in the first. Carlsbad finally moves the ball across the timeline. Moving it out on the right arc. Passing to Dugan. Dugan gets it to somebody right underneath the basket. Gonzalez bounce pass to Gonzalez in the lane, and she is going to take a shot, but she gets fouled first, and they're going to call that on Barunda, her first foul. And Gonzalez will be at the line to shoot, and the first one, nothing but net. She's got 3 points in the game, makes it 3-1. Carlsbad favor. Second one is up, and that one is good as well. So 4 points now for Gonzalez. She's got all 4 of Carlsbad's points. 1 point for Lovington.
And Carlsbad has a pretty simple game plan. It's work it inside to Gonzalez. At least that's what they're doing early.
Buendia bounce pass over to Barunda. Barunda stops. Oh, and pops a shot from 3-point range.
Buendia on the line.
It was just on the line. Right as I said that, I saw it was just 2 points. So 4-3 your score now. Oh, and almost stolen away by Lovington as they intercept a pass. But Carlsbad manages to corral it, and then the ball caroms off of the foot of one of the Lady Cats and goes out of bounds. So it'll be Carlsbad basketball. They were trying to move that ball quickly and get somebody in the lane and a basket quickly, and Lovington kept it from doing that. Now they're passing around the outside of the arc looking for position. Lovington doing a good job keeping them out of the paint. Going to pass around outside of the arc and then trying to get Gonzalez in the lane, and the ball goes out of bounds. And I think we're just going to say it's out of bounds, no foul. But it was last touched by Lovington, so it will be Carlsbad basketball. Right underneath their own basket, just to the left of it. They pass it in. Trying for room inside the lane. Good defense by Lovington. They finally get it out to a shot up from the left wing. No good. Fight for the rebound. Carlsbad's got it, but she's going to be fouled, and that is, I believe, Oliver who gets fouled. We'll see who they call that on, as Oliver was underneath the basket, going to take a shot, and they're going to call that on number 5, Aubrey Aranda, in the game now for Lovington. First foul on her. Oliver at the line. And what are they going to say? Are they thinking that it's not, that they shouldn't be at the line?
Yeah, I don't know.
They shouldn't be taking the...
Oh, they're saying we've got blood on
okay.
the shooter, so Oliver going to have to clean that up before she can take her shots.
Right.
As Garcia waits to check in for her.
All right. And you can see that. The banner is in my way, right in front. There's a school banner I mentioned before that's hanging from the railing right in front of me and to the right, that's blocking out a lot of the court. And Oliver's first shot up and good. So Carlsbad now with a 2-point lead, 5-3, a very low-scoring game so far. Some changes of possessions, turnovers. Second one is short. Fight for the rebound. Malaya Castro has it, her first. She gives it off to Buendia. Buendia stops on the right wing, going to take a shot, and I think they're going to say she gets fouled, or...
Actually, they're going to call the push foul.
They're going to call, and they're going to call an offensive foul, actually.
Yep.
They're going to call on Buendia, her first foul. So give the ball over to Carlsbad.
4th turnover for Lovington. They've got to control that.
2 turnovers for Carlsbad so far. 4:07 left in this first. It's 5-3. Carlsbad leading. They inbound. Still in the backcourt. Now across, Dugan takes it across, passes it off. There's a shot from the left wing, up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and up. Barunda was fighting for it, and a whistle sounds. I think they're going to call a foul. Are they going to call it on Barunda? No, they're going to call it on Garcia for, that's 21, Macy Garcia. So Lovington with the ball. Buendia brings it across the timeline. Leaves it off for Barunda. Barunda back. And then they pass it to Malaya Castro. Malaya tries to pop a 3. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Are they ever going to call a jump ball? Let's see.
They're going to call the foul on Lovington instead.
Wow. So there was a fight for the ball for about 30 seconds, it seemed. And now they're going to call a hack foul on number 24. on Erlene Salcido. It's her first foul.
So 4th team foul for Lovington. So now Carlsbad 1 away from the double bonus, and we've still got 3:36 to go in the first.
And it will be Carlsbad to inbound the ball on the other end of the court from their basket. Say inbound, still in the backcourt. Now they pass forward, almost stolen away by Lovington. A pass in the lane to Gonzalez. She has to kick it out. Good defense by Lovington. Now Carlsbad around the arc. They're just going to try to call for some pass. Look for somebody in position. Oh, and stolen away. A nice steal by Malaya Castro. She's going to take it coast to coast, up and in. Her first 2 points of the game, and we're tied 5-all. Nice move by Malaya Castro. Just got tired of watching Carlsbad dribble and decided to steal it. Now Carlsbad passing quickly down. They get it in the lane to Gonzalez, who is going to go up for a shot and gets fouled. And they're going to call that on number 5, Aubrey Aranda, her second foul. Hack foul on the arm.
So Aubrey's picked up 2 quick personal fouls.
And I believe that is Gonzalez at the line, right? 50? I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
When she's 2 of 2 from the stripe.
That's right, and she's got all 4 of Carlsbad's 5 points in the game thus far. Oliver with the other one from the charity stripe.
And it looks like pretty much the whole game plan for Enlow is work the ball around, play slow down ball, and then get it into Gonzalez. So if they can get Zumbrin open on one of the wings, they'll take the 3. But really everything they've got runs through Gonzalez.
And nothing doing. First one is no good, so she's 2 of 3 at the line. She'll get another one, though. And we had another sub come in. I believe that is Payanis?
It's
or the
Green.
32. It's Green. All right, Tanisha Green in. And I didn't see who came out. Lovington with the ball. Buendia running the point. Gets it over to Malaya Castro on the right wing. Back to Buendia. Buendia drives in from the right. Looking for room now, just pulls up, tries a 20-foot jumper, won't fall. And Carlsbad with the rebound. I'm not sure who that is.
That was Bradford.
All right, so 2 rebounds for Bradford. Carlsbad with the ball, 6-5. Carlsbad 1-point lead. They're passing around the outside of the arc. Oh, and almost stolen away again by Malaya Castro. Carlsbad manages to get it back. Now still passing around outside the arc. Green over to Dugan. Dugan back to Green on the right side. She pulls up, tries a 3-point shot. Air ball goes out of bounds. Saved by Carlsbad, but not before it goes out of bounds. So it will be, it'll be Lovington ball. And I believe another turnover for Carlsbad.
Yep, because it didn't hit anything. It
That's
will
right.
be a turnover.
Lovington inbounds. A whistle sounds. I think she left a little too soon. All right. So we'll try it again. It'll be Aranda to inbound. Probably give it right to Buendia. Buendia running the point. Takes across timeline right side. Getting worked on by Dugan. Pulls up. Now passes over to Myra Castro on the left wing. Myra, passing over to Cardenas. Luisa Cardenas in the game for the first time, and the pass goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was touched by Carlsbad. So.
Kind of a little lazy pass. You can't do that when Carlsbad's playing this tight of half-court defense.
And when Diaz got it, kicks it out to Malaya on the left wing. Now she drives across, gets it to Myra on the right wing. To Cardenas in the right corner. Oh, and she buries it, not in 3-point range. She was just inside the arc, but a nice shot from the right corner by Luisa Cardenas, putting Lovington up by 1 point. Carlsbad passing down quickly. Dugan. Top of the arc to Green, right side, back to Dugan. Dugan pulls up, tries a 3-point shot. It's short, but Carlsbad with the rebound. And now they're going to pass around the outside of the arc again, trying to work somebody in or get somebody open. Oh, and a bad pass picked off by Malaya Castro. That's her second steal. She takes it down, is going to put up a layup, but she gets fouled by Green.
Third team foul on Carlsbad, first one for Green, and that's the second steal for Malaya.
It is.
That she's trying to go coast to coast with.
And
I think a good thing she got fouled. She got a little bit off on her step sequence and was pretty far under the basket.
Yeah, I don't think she was going to be able to get that shot up and in, but she may from the free throw line. So, and she eyes it, skies it, and is it going to pop in? No. It bounces out. So first one, no good. She's got 2 points in the game, though, and a rebound as well. And coming in is going to be Barunda.
Salcido.
Oh, really? 14?
Yep,
oh,
really.
Okay. Oh,
promise.
24. Okay. See, I saw the 4. I thought it was 14, but it's then her hair moved, and it's 24. So Saucedo in. And that one was up and no good as well. Oh, but Malaya Castro with her third steal brings it down, and this time again, the same play as she's going to try to put the ball up, but she's got to protect that ball, turn her body a little bit or something, because she's vulnerable to having that ball stripped away and knocked away like she was there. But lucky for her, number 1, Zumbrin got hand as well as ball. So that one is going to rattle home. So Castro, now 1 for 3 at the line, has another chance at it, and puts Lovington up by 2 now, 8-6, with just a minute left in this first quarter. Second one is up, and that one is no good. It's going to bounce away, fight for the rebound. Carlsbad controls it as they take it all the way down. Dugan, and I think she's going to get fouled.
Yeah,
they're going to call that on Malaya, right? So a little frustration maybe by Malaya. And that is going to put Dugan at the line, her first trip to the line. 8-6 is your score. Lady Cats are up by 2 with 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Dugan will have a chance, and she makes the first one, nothing but net. So now it's 8-7. As they inadvertently gave that point to Lovington. They're getting the score. There we go. Getting it back. 8-7. And the second one is up, and that one is good as well. So Dugan has tied it up 8-all here. And it will be Buendia running the point. Oh, stolen away by Dugan. Oh, bad sloppy handling by Lovington, and Dugan made him pay for it. Brings it down, tries to put up a shot. It doesn't fall, but she is fouled on the way. And they are going to call that one on Buendia, her second foul.
And Carlsbad living from the line. They've only got 1 field goal in the game, so
right.
their other
Everything
6
else,
points have come from the line.
That's right. So Dugan will eye it, sky it, and bury that one. She's 3 of 3 at the line. 9-8 your score now. Carlsbad with the 1-point lead, an incredibly low-scoring first quarter. And the second one is up, and that one is good as well. She's 4 for 4 from the line. 10-8 now. Carlsbad with the 2-point lead. It'll be Myra Castro running the point over to Buendia. Buendia to Cardenas on the right wing. Back to Myra. Now a pass in the lane to Barunda. Barunda, yep, she traveled. Got to watch that as Barunda took the pass and was looking to pass it off and took that little slide step. So that is turnover number 5 for Lovington. Give it to Carlsbad. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Finally, are they gonna finally cross the timeline? Yes, they do. Passing it all the way across. Dugan, I think they're just playing for the last shot here. Dugan passes it off to the right wing, and then in, and then to Gonzalez in the low post, and she puts it up, doesn't fall. She's there for the rebound and the putback, but she's denied as the ball is taken away. And I think that was Buendia who knocked it out of her hand and then tried just a full court shot at the last minute, the last buzzer, but it doesn't fall. So at the end of the first quarter, we are 10-8 your score. Lovington trailing by 2 against Carlsbad. And we'll be back with the second quarter coming up. More Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is
free. Okay, welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball. The beginning of the second quarter here. 10-8 is your score. Carlsbad leading. And the ball coming in, a shot up, no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Carlsbad basketball. Carlsbad gives it to Dugan. Dugan runs the point, across the timeline, center court. Very slow pace. Carlsbad is not in a hurry in this game at all. They pass it in, trying for Gonzalez underneath the basket, and instead it's stolen away, and a nice steal by Barunda. She gives it off to Buendia, and Buendia travels as she is passing. Lovington has turned the ball over 6 times.
7 now.
7. Ouch.
They forced 8, but they haven't been able to capitalize on them.
Right. So Carlsbad with the ball. They bring it down. Going to work it around the outside of the arc. Get it to Dugan. Dugan pulls back, or midcourt. Now moving to top of the arc. Getting worked on by Malaya Castro. But not real tight. They are looking for position. Gonzalez is near the lane. Oh, and there's a jumper from the top of the arc. No good, though. And Lovington with the rebound. And then they get it to Buendia. Buendia brings it down, has a point-blank layup, and does not finish the layup. And instead, the ball, it goes over to Carlsbad. Wow. So,
again, forcing a turnover, but
that's
not
right.
able to pay it
Not
off.
making points off of it. So it's kind of a waste of a turnover. But the Lovington girls with good movement, great steal.
Well, actually a rebound on that
Well,
one,
yeah,
but still
able to
break
get
free
it.
on that, yeah.
Able to get it. And it was actually with Barunda with the rebound on that one. And Carlsbad almost loses it as Malaya Castro tries for her 3rd or 4th steal of the game. But Carlsbad manages to hang on to it. Now working it around the outside of the arc. Good defense by Lovington. Keeping him out of the paint. Working it. Passing around. Dugan's got it now. Passes all the way over. Now into the left corner. And good defense by Barunda. Trapping her up in the corner. They have to kick it back out. Dugans drives in and gets it over into the left wing again. Back out. Lovington. Carlsbad is just passing around and trying very hard to try to get Gonzalez is down, trying to post up underneath the basket, and they just cannot get the ball to her.
Salcedo's done a nice job under there keeping her run out of the paint and keeping the lanes blocked to keep it from getting to her, but
And
Carlsbad very deliberate.
Myra Castro, good defense as well in there. Carlsbad finally works it around, takes a shot for the right corner, doesn't fall, and Malaya Castro with her rebound. She's going to bring it in coast to coast finally, and they are going to call the block foul as finally she pulls up in time to put the shot up, count the bucket, and she gets fouled. So 2 points for Malaya, and they're going to call it on number 12, Dugan, and that's the first foul on her. But it is going to send Malaya Castro to the line. She's 1 of 4 at the line, and she's got 2, 4, 5 points in this game so far. 5 of Lovington's 10 points on the game. We're tied, by the way, 10 all with 5:28 left to play in this second quarter. And the ball is up, no good. Dugan skies for the rebound.
Lovington has got to be more consistent in the free throws. That's cost them some, too. Their percentage has gone way down.
And Carlsbad passes, looking for somebody in the lane. Actually, Dugan puts it up and in. So makes it 12-10. Give the ball to Lovington as Malaya brings it down, passes it over to Aranda. Aranda passes it out. Ooh, almost stolen away by Dugan. Malaya's got it, though. Gives it to Myra. Back to Malaya. Now over in the corner. A nice pass in the lane, but she's got to kick it back out. We'll try it again. And Aranda goes up for the 3. It won't fall. And that's going to be Gonzalez with the rebound for Carlsbad. They give it to Dugan. She runs a point across the timeline, right side. Carlsbad. Just a very slow-paced game for them. They pass a lot, look for position. Now they pass in the lane, and they do get it to Gonzalez. And she puts it up and in on I believe that was an assist from Dugan. And a timeout is going to be taken. It's a full minute timeout. I believe it's taken by nope, it's a Carlsbad timeout.
Nope, Lovington.
Nope, Lovington, okay. And 14-10 your score. Carlsbad up by 4. We will be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Using a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball from Wildcat Gym. Tonight it's a double affair as first your Lady Cats are playing the Cave Girls of Carlsbad, and that will be followed by the boys game. And it's senior night for the Lovington girls as well. Out of the timeout, although the buzzer has sounded, both the teams are taking every last second of it. Carlsbad with a 4-point lead now. It's the biggest lead that either team has had in this game. And yes, you're hearing us right. We're midway through the second quarter, and the score is only 14-10. A very low-scoring affair. A lot of turnovers so far. I've got, Lovington down for 7 and Carlsbad for 8.
That is correct.
In this game, a lot of turnovers, some free throw, a lot of fouling. Free throw
it's free throws right
for
now that have
both.
Carlsbad out.
That's right. Carlsbad has been able to make theirs, and Lovington has not. Oh, the ball almost taken away, and they're going to say that there was they're going to say a foul? No,
Carlsbad
they're going to call that.
So.
Yep, Carlsbad touched it last. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Lovington basketball still. Malaya will inbound to Cardenas, back to Castro, right in front of the Carlsbad bench. They get it over to Aranda. She drives in, tries to put a floater. Yes, and it falls. So Aranda in the books with 2 points, makes it 14-12. Lovington trailing only by 2. Carlsbad with the ball. Dugan running the point. Across the timeline, center court. Passes it off to the right. Oh, and out of nowhere, nice, as Barunda comes in and steals the ball. Tries to put up a layup, won't fall. The rebound and the putback, no good. Loose ball on the floor. Fight for it. Who's going to control it? And whose ball are they going to say it is? Carlsbad's ball? Or nope. Or timeout? Timeouts, yep. Okay. So it'll be a timeout. I don't know whose ball it is when they come back. It should be Lovington's, I think.
So, because I think Chief called the timeout to keep the jump ball or the 5-second violation from being called.
So we'll just keep it right here, and we'll just go through the timeout now because should be Lovington ball when they come in. So, yeah, that quick timeout, good coaching. And I believe that was Barunda with the steal on that. Was she?
Or it was, yes.
Yeah, Barunda with the steal. And
but again, took it coast to coast.
That's right.
And then had the breakaway, but could not finish.
Couldn't finish. And so some
put it up, and Aubrey Aranda got the rebound, and she put it back up, and then it went to the floor. Salcida controlled it momentarily, and then the fight was on.
And then it was just a free-for-all with a loose ball on the floor for what seemed like ages. It was only a couple of seconds. So it will be Lovington basketball as we come out of the timeout. It's very slow-moving.
Actually, they're going to say
so
it's Carlsbad
sluggish. Are they going
to?
Wow, okay.
And looking at the board, Carlsbad did take the timeout, so it was Coach Zumbrin who took it.
I thought so, too. I saw the arrow pointing toward visitors, so that's why I said at first it was Carlsbad timeout. They do have possession. They come inbound. Get it across the timeline. Ooh, good coverage by Lovington. The double team and aggressive is a takeaway, a steal by Cardenas. And she gets it out to Myra Castro. Myra trying to find Aranda in the right corner. It goes out of bounds. So Lovington, they do something really good and force a turnover.
Right now, I think
then they throw it away.
Yeah, I think it's just the pace of the game that has them frustrated. They're really not used to playing teams
that slow
down and
this
play slow down, deliberate ball.
It is a very, very slow. As Carlsbad still, they've got it on their end and they're passing around the outside of the arc, just passing it. And they've got 2 girls who are close to the. Oh, and there's a 3-point shot up, and Dugan buries it from really far back. I think an NBA 3 on that one. So makes it 17-12. Carlsbad now with a 5-point lead. And Lovington brings it down. There's a shot up from the right side, won't fall. Cardenas with the rebound. She kicks it out, and a pass in the lane to Barunda. Barunda is going to try to put it up. She's going to get fouled. Who are they going to call? The hack foul on, as she went up for, and that's going to see on Dugan or on 21.
I think
Garcia
it's on, I think it's
Dugan.
on Dugan.
I know
Yep.
there's one, or it's either a 12 or a 21. So Dugan with her second foul, and that is going to send Barunda to the line. And the first is up and good. Now Barunda, 2 of 3 at the line. She's got 2 points in the game for Lovington and makes it 17-13. And let's see, some subs coming in for Carlsbad. And also Malaya Castro comes out. And the second one up and good as well. So Barunda with 3 of 4 from the line. So she's the best free throw shooter for Lovington today. Dugan coming the other way, getting worked on, double teamed by Lovington. Whoa. Carlsbad still pulling out. Had a chance to pass or drive in the lane. They don't. They take it. And now a three-point attempt on the way from the left wing won't fall, but it's Gonzalez with the rebound. And then it is stolen away. And Salcido with a steal. Gives it to Buendia. Buendia on the right wing gives it to Malaya Castro. She drives in. A nice pass in the lane for Barunda. Barunda tries to put up a shot. It hits the bottom of the backboard, and she is fouled.
Barunda found a little space underneath, and she took it, as they'll call the foul on
Oliver. That's her first. And it will send Barunda to the line. She's 3 of 4 at the line. Cardenas, Malaya Castro, Buendia, and Barunda and Salcido in for Lovington. And the first one is up and good. And it makes it 17-15. And that one no good. Falls off. Fight for the rebound. Goes out of bounds. But it will be Carlsbad basketball. They'll inbound in front of their bench. Get it to Dugan. 1:58 left in this second quarter. 17-15 your score. Carlsbad leading by 2. Finally across the timeline. As they're going to get it. Good defense by Lovington. Trying to force another turnover. Lovington just not there. The way they're dealing with the pace is they're just trying to steal the ball. They're stealing, and they're just not making points off of those turnovers, those steals. And Carlsbad's just going to pass it around the outside of the arc. Pass it around, burn some clock. Dugan's got it back. Now passes it, top of the arc. Now in the lane, and it's tipped away, but Gonzalez manages to corral it. Now gets it out to Dugan. Dugan drives in, kicks it out to, I believe that's Payanis.
Zumbrin.
Or Zumbrin. Thought about the 3. Now she does take the 3-point shot from the left wing. It won't fall. Cardenas chases it, but Dugan's going to have the rebound. Corrals it back. Oh, and the ball careens off of one of the Lady Eagles, or the Lady Cats, and then Cardenas picks it up and then promptly travels as she's passing the ball. So I believe that steal was that Buendia who had the steal down there?
Cardenas, who then pushed it forward to Buendia, yeah.
I can't see because of the banner in front of us, so I can't see the certain positions on the court there. So another turnover for Lovington.
Their
I've got
10th.
That's their 10th. Dugan's got it. Top of the arc. Going to pass it around the outside. You know the drill. There's another bounce pass back to Dugan. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. And now Dugan pops a tray. Wow, that's her second from basically NBA three-point range. Makes it 20-15.
She's got 11, make it 12 in the ball game.
5-point lead, and another turnover as Cardenas passing it back to Buendia at the top of the arc.
And Cardenas asking the official, how is that a travel?
Right,
because
she's trying to learn.
What this official's
exactly
going to call.
So give it to Carlsbad. Carlsbad just going to run out the clock, try for the last second shot probably. 6 seconds left. Lovington trying to steal it. There's a pass inside the lane and a bad pass as Gonzalez looking the other way, and instead Aranda picks it up. So it'll be Lovington's basketball. A turnover by Carlsbad.
Yeah, they are going to call a foul
on 50. Gonzalez. That'll be her first foul. Give it to Lovington. Less than a second left. Wendia with a last second shot. Oh, close, but no basket. So at halftime, your score is 20-15. Carlsbad up by 5, but we'll be back to talk about it during your halftime show coming up. We'll have more Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Your halftime score is 20-15. Carlsbad is leading by 5 points, but it's been a lot closer than that as they really have just stretched that out and had a 4 or 5 point lead by mid-quarter of the second quarter. They led after the first quarter 10-8 and now 20-15. And let's see how they got to that point. Right now, your leading scorer for Carlsbad is Abby Dugan with 12 points. She's got a couple of rebounds to go with that and a steal as well. Then you've got Jasmine Gonzalez with 7 points, a couple of rebounds as well. And you've got 1 point from Samantha Oliver and a couple of rebounds by Bradford. And I have not been as diligent writing rebounds down for Carlsbad, mostly because I'm having trouble seeing those numbers. They're black numbers on blue jerseys, and it's kind of difficult to see and keep up with.
There is, just a quick note, there is supposed to be a rule. I don't know if it doesn't go into effect until next season with the realignment, but they are supposed to have contrasting numbers on the jerseys. So can't wear white numbers on white jerseys at home and dark numbers on dark jerseys on the road. I know that has been a point of contention for a number of years, and I do believe the NMAA has said they do have to be contrasting, but I don't think it starts till next year.
Okay. So that's it. That's your 20 points for Carlsbad. A very, very slow-paced game, slow-moving, and not a lot of shooting, but an awful lot of passing, some fouling, and a lot of turnovers as well. We'll get to that in just a moment. For your Lovington Lady Cats, your leading scorer right now is Malaya Castro with 5 points, a couple of rebounds, and 3 steals to go with that. Then you've got 4 points from Ashlyn Barunda and a steal to go with that. 2 points from Luisa Cardenas with a rebound and a couple of steals. You've got 2 points from Abir Aranda with a rebound, and you've got Buendia with 2 points and 2 rebounds. And I said Ashlyn Barunda with 4 points and a steal. Then you've got a steal from Erlene Salcido. And that's it. That's your scoring. I mean, that's usually 20-15 is what you might say at the end of the first quarter. But that's our halftime score. As we've talked about, much slower pace, and about because of that, there's the passing. The pace is slow, but the passing also is a little slow and lazy, and it's allowed both teams to really come in and pick up some steals and force turnovers. I've got Carlsbad with 10 turnovers? 12 in the first half. 12 turnovers for Carlsbad. I've got 11 for Lovington. Is that right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
And Lovington has done a good job forcing the turnovers, but they have not been able to cash in on them. They've had some where they've had the turnovers, they've had the fast break, and then they just short-armed the wide-open layup, and that's not a good thing. And even sometimes they've gone down and they've had a chance to shoot free throws when they've been fouled with somebody getting back.
Sure.
But they haven't cashed on that really either. They're only 6 of 12 from the line, while Carlsbad is 8 of 10.
And they also have had a bad habit of getting the ball, forcing a turnover and getting it down, and then turning over their ball right back with a walk, a travel or walk. So too many turnovers for Lovington and not enough making of free throws for sure. Otherwise, this game, they would have the lead. If they were just making, a few more of their free throws, they would have the lead in this game for sure. But as it is, they're 5 points down, but that's not an insurmountable lead by any means. And when they come back out, well, they're going to have to be playing just a little bit better. They're going to have to be shooting free throws more, going to have to be turning over the ball less, taking care of that a little bit better. And they're going to have to start finishing some of their shots. And not doing too badly in the rebounding category against Carlsbad. The team's basically about even in that.
13-10 in favor of Carlsbad on that right now. But Lovington with their opportunities there, they need to do a little bit better job, especially on the offensive end. Carlsbad's game plan coming in is very simple, and I think this is the game plan they're going to take into their district against Clovis and against Hobbs, who both want to play fairly fast basketball. They want to slow things down and cut the time down on the game. Now then, if you're a team, especially like Lovington, you need to find a way to pick their pace up. And the only way you can do that is to convert on your steals and to get them trailing and get them out of their game plan, which is play slow.
Right, and then you can, control the pace a little bit more yourself. So that's what, maybe Coach Bridgeforth is talking to the girls about at halftime right now. We'll see if they can come out and execute that. Again, not playing it badly. They're just, this is just a much different style basketball than they're accustomed to playing, and this style. Also, Carlsbad, they work the ball in and get it into Gonzalez in the low post, or they're shooting the threes pretty well. They kind of waited until that second quarter to start popping them, but Abigail Dugan has 2 3-pointers so far from basically NBA range. So watch out for her, because she's good at the free throw line, and she's popping the trays. And they've got a couple more girls who have taken 3-point shots, but haven't made them. So we'll be back. We'll take another minute timeout. Be back with the second half of this one, Lady Wildcat Basketball, on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball. The start of the second quarter here, 20-15 to score. Carlsbad leading. Carlsbad will inbound at midcourt. And your starters are all back on the floor for both teams, as I see it anyway.
I believe that is correct.
So it is Castro, Barunda, Buendia, Salcedo for Lovington. And there's a quick, they're going to say, I don't know. They're going to redo the throw in.
I don't know why they would do that.
I think maybe there were some people walking out onto the court or something, and the ref wanted to make sure that we had clean field of play.
I guess so.
That's the only thing I saw. So Carlsbad will inbound again. Pass it in. Dugan running the point. Crosses the timeline. Walks across the timeline. Passes over to Oliver. Oliver into Gonzalez at the top of the arc. Back to Dugan. Getting worked on by Buendia. Over to Oliver on the left side. Back to Dugan. Again, very deliberate work by Carlsbad. Now Dugan drives in. Drives back out, pulls back out to midcourt against Buendia. Passes over to Oliver again. Oliver, and now they're passing, trying to find Gonzalez in the lane. Almost picked off. Carlsbad controls it, though, and kicks it back out to Dugan near midcourt.
That's not a walk, and Lovington not happy about it. They've called that on Lovington a couple of times.
Oh, several. And Carlsbad getting away with no turnover there. Dugan in the left corner thinks about driving in, but good defense by Barunda on her. Lovington keeping him out of the paint. They're looking to get in. Gonzalez is near the basket in the low post position. Carlsbad now, they do get it in. Little turnaround layup by Gonzalez, no good. Dugan with the rebound and the putback. Hers won't fall. It goes out of bounds. Last touch, I think, by Carlsbad. It should be Lovington basketball.
Should be. But
so Carlsbad with a couple of looks at the basket could not get them to fall.
But on that possession, they burned a minute and 15 seconds off the clock.
Just incredible.
They're trying to cut the game down, limit possessions. Lovington's got to respond quickly.
Right, and Buendia, no place to go. Top of the arc, gets it over to Malaya Castro. Malaya passes it off, and they leave it. Oh, a bad pass, but it's picked up by Erlene Salcedo, and a shot up, no good, but a whistle sounds. And I think they're just going to say it just went out of bounds. Last touch by Lovington. Erlene Salcedo with the rebound, trying to get it, corral it, but couldn't stop it. So Carlsbad coming the other direction. Ooh, good coverage by Lovington. Buendia now on 30, Bradford tight, and they're going to call the travel.
Unforced error.
Right?
Threw it out of bounds, actually.
Oh, okay, out of bounds. I was looking down, looked back up, and I knew it was one of the two, so I guessed wrong. So another turnover by Carlsbad. Give it over to Lovington. Buendia's got it, running the point. Passes to Malaya Castro in the left wing. Then they get it to Salcedo. She drives in, puts up a floater, won't fall, and that is Barunda skying for the rebound. That's a good one. They get it out to Buendia. Buendia, no room, as good tight defense by Carlsbad. They get it to Salcedo. Salcedo, again, no room. Gives it to Buendia. Buendia now feeds it in underneath the basket. That was beautiful work with Buendia, an assist, and
Barunda with the points.
Barunda with the points. And Carlsbad coming down the other way. That is Gonzalez with it. She passes it off. A shot's up, no good. Ball's loose on the court. Fight for the rebound. It's controlled by Carlsbad, but they're going to say it was travel as she was getting up, trying to get up from the floor with the basketball. That's not going to work. So another turnover by Carlsbad.
That'll be their 14th turnover, and Lovington with a chance to chop into this lead even more and maybe change the pace of this game. That's what they need to do.
And Buendia's going to run the point, take it down the right side. Get it over to Myra Castro on the right wing. She's getting double teamed by Carlsbad. Smothering defense there. Get it back out to Buendia. Getting worked on hard by Dugan. Man, nowhere to take it, so she gives it to Malaya Castro. Malaya tries to pop a three from the left wing. Fight for the rebound. Myra's got it, her first rebound. And a shot is up, no good. They're going to call a foul on Carlsbad, and I think that was Barunda taking the shot. And she gets fouled on the way up. They're going to call that. They're going to call that on Gonzalez. They are, her second foul. And that's going to send Barunda to the line, and she is 4 of 6 at the line. First shot is up and good. So she's got another point in the game. That cuts the lead down to just 2 points for Carlsbad. It's 20-18 now. 4:55 left in the third, and the second one from Baruna up, and that's going to roll in as well. So she's got 2 more points. 20-19, just a 1-point lead by Carlsbad. Dugan's running the point. Passes it off to the right. Pass in now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez at the free throw line. She stops and pops the shot. 2 points makes it 22-19 now. 3-point lead by Carlsbad. Coming the other direction. Buendia running the point. Moves it around to the right. Trying for room. Good aggressive defense by Carlsbad. Buendia passes to Malaya Castro. Malaya into Barunda. Barunda puts up a little floater. Nice. 2 points makes it 22-21. Beautiful work again in the lane.
And now Barunda with 10 points in the ball game.
Carlsbad with the ball coming the other direction. And they're passing, trying to get the ball into the lane, and they do to, that was not Gonzalez that time. That
it was Garcia.
Garcia. Turnaround jumper with her name on it. Pace picking up just a little bit. Lovington's got the ball. They move it down. They get it to Barunda underneath the basket, or they get it to Salcido underneath the basket, rather. And she tries to put up a shot. She gets fouled. The ball does not go in. They're going to call that on Oliver, her second. And that will send Salcido to the line, her first trip to the line tonight. It's 24-21. Carlsbad leading by 3. 3:56 left here in this third quarter, and the first is up and good. So that is something that Lovington has come out in the second half and doing much better with their free throw percentage, their free throw shooting. Now it's 24-22. Salcido with a chance to get it back within 1. And, oh no, in and out. Fight for the rebound. Carlsbad's got it.
And that's the 6th rebound for Gonzalez.
And that's going to mean Dugan. She leaves it off for Dugan. Dugan passes it to Oliver in the right wing. Kicks it back out. Getting worked on. Good defense by Lovington. Oh, free ball. Bad pass. And Salcido picks it up and gets it to Buendia. Buendia stops, tries to pop a 3 from the right wing, won't fall. And that's Aranda with the rebound. She gets it to Salcido in the lane, and she puts it up and in. And now we are tied 24-all. And a timeout is taken by Lovington. They have worked themselves into the tie. And now it's going to be taken. No, it says the Wildcats.
Carlsbad.
We'll see. Carlsbad timeout?
Yep.
Okay. And we will, it's a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with a tie ball game here. Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
And out of the Carlsbad timeout, it'll be Lovington basketball as Lovington has tied up this game. 24-all. And actually, I guess it'll be Carlsbad. Was it Carlsbad basketball?
Yeah,
it will be Carlsbad basketball. Lovington made the basket. So Carlsbad will inbound, but Lovington has tied it up 24-all. 3:22 left to play in the third quarter here. Carlsbad gets it into Dugan. Dugan will run the point. Crosses the timeline, center court, getting worked on by Buendia. Passes it off to her right. Pass into Gonzalez, and now they kick it over to Oliver in the right corner. She pulls the trigger on a 3. It won't fall, and that is going to be number Greben back in the game for the first time with a rebound. Nice one. They give it to Buendia. She is in the lane, tries a bounce pass. It's picked up by Carlsbad. I think it was tied up, but they didn't call a tie ball. They say that Carlsbad stole it away. So a turnover. Dugan running the point, weaves through traffic, passes in the lane, and a bad bounce pass now picked up by Barunda. Nice steal. Lovington with a chance to get down, get ahead in this one, and a pass by Malaya intended for Greben is picked off. Another turnover by Lovington. Dugan's got it.
Got to see those defenders underneath and not throw it into three girls.
Yeah.
Never going to come out
well. Exactly. You throw it into traffic like that. Carlsbad works around, takes a shot from the right wing, won't fall, and that's going to be Barunda with a rebound.
Her second.
And she gets it down to Buendia in the right corner. Buendia moving it in the lane, kicks it out to Aranda in the left corner. She tries to get a three. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Greben has it. They get it out to Malaya Castro. She tries a three from the right wing, won't fall. Carlsbad with the rebound this time.
Zumbrun with the rebound.
That was Zumbrun to Dugan. Dugan runs the point, crosses on the right side, across the timeline, getting worked on by Buendia. Now kicks it out, passes to Zumbrun, and back to Dugan. Dugan, bounce pass intended for Gonzalez, and bad one. Gonzalez was not there, and it just bounces right out of bounds. So another turnover by Carlsbad. I've got them for 15, is that
now
right?
17.
Now 17,
They
wow.
forced three on their last three possessions.
Right.
Need to cash in on it with 96 seconds to go in the third and take their first lead since the first quarter.
We're still tied up 24 all. 1:30 left in this third quarter as Lovington inbounds. They get it down the court. Cardenas in the game now for the first time. She's got the ball, and she's going to get fouled.
You're going to call that on Oliver. That'll be her third personal.
That's right, and it'll be on the floor, and I think it'll be Cardenas to inbound. I can't see because of the banner, but I think she's inbounding in front of the Lovington bench. She does.
Yes.
Gets it into Aranda. Aranda over to Salcido. Salcido turns around, gets it to Cardenas, thinks about the three, now drives in, gets it back to Salcido. Oh, she puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. She touches it, but it ends up controlled by Carlsbad.
Zumbrun with another quick rebound.
That's right. And they give it to Dugan. Dugan walks across the timeline, left side. Passes it off to the right to Zumbrun. Gets the ball back. Passes over to the left again. I think that's Garcia. Back to Zumbrun. Zumbrun just pulls up. Oh, ball almost stolen by Myra Castro. They get it to Dugan. Dugan pulls the trigger on a tray from the right wing and won't fall. Fight for the rebound. I thought that Greben had it.
Wow, and they called that a jump ball.
Wow. And it was like...
I'm sorry, that should have been a foul on Luisa. It was a tackle, and that's a jump ball. Okay, I mean, well, hey, we'll take it. It works for us.
It does, because we end up with the arrow our direction.
And Coach Enlow was asking the same question
exactly.
there. It's like, really?
That's a foul?
It's like, yeah, just a jump ball.
And
I mean, like
just
I said,
a
it
jump
goes,
ball.
yeah, goes our way in the possession arrow for Lovington.
And that's all right. So it's Aranda who's going to get the ball, bring it down, cross the timeline, center court to Cardenas on the right wing. Cardenas trying to, she's going to travel. She was trying to pass it and picked up that foot.
Yeah, she was trying to work her way around Bradford.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
picked
tight,
up the foot.
Tight defense, of course, and of course it was forced, but still. It's another turnover for Lovington. That is their 14th?
Yes.
Okay. Carlsbad's got it. They're going to give it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Zumbrun. Into Dugan right at the free throw line. No room because she's getting smothered. Good defense by Lovington. They get it around to the right corner, then back to Gonzalez. Now back to Zumbrun. Zumbrun going to take it over to Bradford. Bradford there. Carlsbad just passing around the outside of the arc. Now they find Dugan in the lane right under it. So a good give and go, and she's got 2 more points in the lane with an assist by Gonzalez. So 26-24 now. Carlsbad goes up by 2, and a timeout is taken.
End of the quarter.
Oh, end of the quarter. Yeah, I just realized
before
that.
They
Thank
could
you.
get
Yeah, before they could get
the
yeah. So into the quarter, and it is 26-24. Carlsbad with just the 2-point lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Into the third quarter, your score 26-24. Yes, I said the end of the third quarter, 26-24. Carlsbad up by 2. Lovington fought back in that third quarter. They were down 20-15 at half and came back, tied it up, and now just trailing by 2 points going into this fourth and final quarter here. The girls' game will be followed by, I believe, a senior night presentation for the Lovington girls, and then it'll be the Lovington boys playing Carlsbad here as well. Carlsbad inbounds from center court. They get it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Zumbrun. Zumbrun out near midcourt. Zumbrun. All right. Zumbrun. Carlsbad just going to pass around out well outside the arc, out near midcourt. Back. Gonzalez kicks it over to Dugan in the right wing. Dugan trying to pass it. She does. Gets it over to Zumbrun. And back to Zumbrun. Now back to Dugan. Top of the arc. To Zumbrun, to Dugan, to Garcia. Bounce pass in. Almost stolen away by Lovington, but Carlsbad keeps it. Dugan hangs on to it. Now she's going to drive in. They get it to Gonzalez in the lane. She puts up a shot. Won't fall, but she's fouled. I think they're going to get Erlyn Salcido for that hack foul.
Yeah, I think so. That'll be her second personal. Yep, it will be on Erlyn.
They're going to, that sends Gonzalez to the line, where Gonzalez has 2 trips to the line. She's 3 for 4, all in that first half. First one is up, no good. Bounces off hard. She'll get a second. In the blocks for Lovington, you've got Salcido and Borunda. And the ball is up, and that one is good.
10 points for Gonzalez now.
And she's got 6 rebounds, I think, to go with that as well. So 27-24, 3-point lead by Carlsbad here. 7 minutes left to play in this game. Lovington with the ball. They pass it. A 3-point attempt up by Borunda. Won't fall. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. I think it'll stay Lovington basketball. It will, as Wendia will inbound from just to the right of the Lovington basket. Gets it into Borunda. Borunda tries a shot, won't fall, and Dugan comes down with the rebound. Now she brings the ball down, gives it to Zumbrun. Zumbrun calling for some offense. Oh, and just stolen away by Buendia. She comes in, and the ball on the ground,
and
taken back by
Matt. He wanted the foul, didn't get it.
And Dugan comes in and just strips it back away.
Oh, and they just teed up Chief. Yikes.
So, Chief Ridgeworth not happy about that call. Immediately jumped off of the bench. So it'll be a technical, and Dugan will go to the line to shoot.
And unfortunately, I think that's a little bit of a give back from the Cardenas jump ball a little while ago, and Chief not happy about it, and he's got a reason to be. But
right.
You got to be careful what you say to the guys in stripes, because they will tee you up in a heartbeat, and Chief's still arguing.
Dugan makes that first one. So makes it 28-24. Second one is up, and that one good as well. So 29-24, Carlsbad back to a 5-point lead. And it'll be Carlsbad basketball. They'll inbound at midcourt in front of the Lovington students.
And Chief just shakes his head and walks back to the bench.
Dugan will, what are they going to say?
Timeout.
Timeout's going to be taken, and we will take it with them. I think it's going to be a full 60. Yep. And yes, it is. So we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And out of the timeout, we are back to Wildcat Gym for Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Your score right now, 29-24. We are in the final minutes of this one in the fourth quarter as we were tied up 24 all just before the end of the third quarter. And at the end of that one, Carlsbad was leading 26-24. Now they've stretched it out a little bit. Carlsbad will inbound. Dugan in the backcourt, getting worked on by Buendia. Loses the handle on the ball, almost loses the ball.
And the Lovington faithful wanting the travel.
Really, and they don't get it. Carlsbad with the ball, passing in, looking for Gonzalez in the lane. She puts up a shot, won't fall, fight for the rebound. And
Barunda gets the rebound, and
she
does.
Gets
fouled in the process,
and
too.
She was fighting hard for it. And that foul will be on number 30, Bradford, on the floor. Give it to Lovington. Buendia running the point for Lovington. They get it into Barunda. Back to Mel Castro. Over to Myra Castro. A pass underneath the basket to Salcido. Beautiful. Count the bucket and the foul. Salcido. Beautiful give and go with a nice assist by Myra Castro on that. And it will send Salcido to the line. They call the foul on Garcia, her third. And up no good, but Buendia with the rebound, giving Lovington another chance, another look at the basket.
For Liz, her third rebound in the ball game.
And to Castro, back to Buendia. Now Buendia driving in from the left. Loses the basketball and turns it over as it's stolen away by Carlsbad. They bring it down. Dugan gets it to Garcia, back to Dugan. Now Garcia in the left corner.
I believe that's Bradford.
Bradford, number 30. Yes, Bradford, sorry. And a pass, a shot up, no good. And Barunda comes down with it. Not a rebound, but...
block.
Yeah, a block and a good one. As Lovington with the ball. A three-point shot up, no good. It's an air ball. It's I think Barunda took that shot. It goes out of bounds. So just like that, it's going to be another turnover. 15.
16, yeah.
Yep, 16 for
Lovington
Lovington.
can't let their emotions get the better of them. They still have plenty of time to be patient. They just trail by 3.
That's right. 29-26 is your score. 5:23 left in the game, and it's going to be... It'll be Carlsbad basketball inbounding underneath the Lovington basket. Dugan passes it up to Oliver. Oliver getting worked on hard. Ball almost taken away. Dugan's got it. She passes it off. And a three is up by Zumbrun. Wow. She's got it. 32-26 now your score. Carlsbad pulling away. 5 minutes left. Lovington's got to make their move. And a shot is up by Buendia. No good.
And instead of taking the shot, what she did, she tried to draw the foul there, and that never worked.
Didn't work. So she lost the basketball, and there was no basket either. Carlsbad bringing the ball down, work it across the timeline. Gonzalez. Now they get it to Dugan. Dugan drives the lane, puts up a layup from the right side, up and in, makes it 34-26. Carlsbad is stretching it out. Lovington coming down, 4.5 left to play in the game. Buendia's got it, top of the arc, and what are they going to call? They're going to call a foul.
Timeout by
timeout.
Lovington.
Okay, so Chief Ridgeforth taking the timeout, wants to talk about it here, and we will take it. It's going to be a full one. Haven't seen him haven't seen him indicate that. So full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball from Wildcat Gym.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And welcome back to Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports 22 and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and we have a barn burner. 4.5 minutes left to play in this game, and Carlsbad has stretched out. They have managed to put 8 points on the board in this fourth quarter so far, and they have kept Lovington to just 2 points in that same time frame. So now they are up 34-26, and out of the timeout, it is going to be Lovington basketball. Cardenas will inbound in front of the Lovington student section. Give it to Buendia. Buendia. Lovington doesn't have a lot of time here. They're going to have to pick up the pace and take some shots. And the pass into I didn't see who
Aranda
took the shot. Aranda, no good. Carlsbad with the rebound. Now they're going to bring it down quickly. Pass into Gonzalez in the lane. She puts it up and in. Now Carlsbad is playing a faster pace game. And Buendia's got it coming the other direction. Buendia pulling up outside the right arc, getting worked on by Dugan. Dugan to Cardenas. Cardenas to Aranda. Aranda trying to turn around, drive the lane, but she gets tied up. The ball is tied up. Are they going to call the foul? I guess they are.
Yep, on Oliver.
On Oliver, and that's her 4th foul. And it's on the floor. Buendia will inbound for Lovington just to the right of their own basket. Looks like she's probably going to try to get it into Salcido. And Aranda comes out, and who comes in?
Barunda, Castro, and Buendia.
Castro. And so you're back to your starting 5 in the game for Lovington. They inbound, pass it. Buendia is driving toward the lane, and then going to turn around, kick it out. Are they going to say that she got fouled?
Yes.
All right, so they're going to call a quick foul on Garcia. That's her 4th. And give it right back to Lovington. Buendia will inbound again for the right of the basket. Pass it to Salcido. Oh, she can't corral it. Dugan steals it away. And Dugan's going to take it, pull up on the right side, outside the arc, and just work the ball around.
Now they're going to play keep away.
That's right. 3.5 minutes left to play in this one. Carlsbad up 36-26. Oh, and then they pass it into Gonzalez. She goes in. Layup won't fall. She gets her own rebound. And now passes it off to Zumbrin, who takes a shot. An air ball goes out of bounds. Give it to Lovington. So Lovington trailing by 10. They got work to do in this last 3 minutes, 21 seconds. Not out of the realm of possibility as Salcido comes out, and Malaya Castro is going to take the ball
At some
and
point, though,
inbound it.
Lovington's going to have to find their three-point stroke. They
They're
have not
going
hit
to.
one tonight.
And now they get it, pass it around outside the arc. Buendia calling for the O. Moving in to the right, around the right wing, leaving it off for Malaya. Malaya moves it around, leaves it off for Myra. Myra working it, leaving it off for Buendia. Buendia finally passes it off to Barunda in the lane. And nice. 2 points in, 36-28. Lovington's got to force a turnover, try to steal the ball, make some points here without fouling. Dugan's just going to pull out, getting worked on by Buendia. Now she drives in, right side, puts up the layup, up and in. 2 more points for her, 38-28, back to a 10-point ball game.
20 points now for Dugan.
2.5 minutes left. Buendia's got it, top of the arc, loses the basketball. And they're going to say, are they going to call her for the, nope, they're going to call the,
Zumbrin
for the block. I was afraid they're going to call her for the charge. She had control of the basketball, but she.
And that will put Lovington in the bonus. So they'll shoot 2 for the last 2.5 minutes of this one, trailing by 10. Got to convert.
Second foul on Zumbrin. And Buendia at the line. Oh, well, this is the first trip to the line for Buendia in this game. Up and it rattles out. Thought it was going to go in.
For Buendia, only 2 points in the ball game, and she's averaging 18.
Exactly. They've really. I noticed that at halftime. She only had 2 points and a couple of rebounds at halftime, and they've done a good job. Really, she just has not been shooting the ball. She's been moving the ball, running the point, moving the ball, but not shooting a lot. This one she makes it 38-29, a 9-point lead by Carlsbad. They inbound. The ball goes right back out of bounds. I think they're going to say it was touched by Malaya Castro, though.
But
nope,
Castro managed to put it off of one of the Carlsbad players, so it's a turnover, number 21 for Carlsbad.
She did touch it, and then it bounced off of the Carlsbad player. They get it in to Aranda in the left corner. She tries to put up a 3. It will not fall. Carlsbad with the rebound. I think that was Gonzalez.
Yep.
They give it to Zumbrin. Zumbrin trapped in the back court. Oh, and they're going to say a turnover. They're going to say she traveled. So another turnover by Carlsbad and another chance for Lovington. They trail by 9, 2:18 left to play in this game. 38-29 your score. Lovington will have the ball. Malaya Castro will inbound in front of the Lovington student section. As Lovington girls are fighting to try to get this one tied up or try to win it. And they're going to pass the ball off. Buendia's got it, top of the arc. Leaves it off. Oh, and it's stolen away as there a miscommunication. She runs into her own player right in front of the Lovington bench. Dugan's got it. Brings it down. works it in, now kicks it back out. All Carlsbad has to do is hang on to it, make Lovington come after them and start fouling, and that's what's going to happen. A minute 47
only
left.
With one foul, so they've still got 3 to give. So
and 38-29 your score, 9-point lead by Carlsbad. Lovington trying to steal the ball away. Dugan's got it mid-court, and Aranda on her. Dugan going to work over to the left. Now she drives in, pulls back out. That's the game plan. Oh, and finally she puts up a shot and she draws the foul. I think they're going to call Buendia on that, either that or Aranda. Let's see who they got.
Yeah, they're going to get Liz on that one. That'll be her third personal.
Buendia, and that's going to put Dugan at the line. That's not who you want shooting free throws. I think she has yet to miss a free throw tonight.
She is 6 of 6.
Yep, and the first one up and good.
And now 21 points in the game for Dugan.
Yeah, and she's got several rebounds to go along with that as well. I've got her down for, 4?
6.
Okay. And the second one rattles home as well, so make it 40-29 now with a minute 24 left to play in this one. Timeout is taken, and it is a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Welcome back to Lady Wildcat basketball from Wildcat Gym. It's Lovington versus Carlsbad, and Carlsbad came into the beginning of this fourth quarter with just a 2-point lead, but they have stretched it out. It's 40-29 now, and Lovington, it's a desperation as only a little over a minute to play in this game, as Lovington trailing by 11 points now.
And the Lady Cats still have yet to hit a 3-point shot. They've attempted a few, but nothing's gone down.
Right. They have they've had several attempts, probably at least 6 that I can think of, with no makes. They do inbound, get it to Buendia. Buendia, top of the arc, gives it to Malaya Castro. She pops a 3 from the right wing. Where's that been? Malaya with 3 points, cuts down to 40-32, an 8-point lead. And as Dugan takes the ball and comes the other way, and they're gonna say she traveled.
No, jump ball.
Nope,
and
jump ball. Oh,
Lovington.
All right, and there were 2 Lovington girls on either side of her. Got the hand on it long enough to get the jump ball. And they inbound. Buendia gets it over to Malaya Castro. She puts up a 3-point shot from the left wing, and it falls. 2 back-to-back trays by Malaya Castro puts Lovington back in this one, 40-35 with 58.66 seconds left, and timeout is taken. This time only a 30-second one. We'll keep it right here. Wow, we had just been talking about how Lovington had at least half a dozen tries at 3-point shots during the game, and nobody had made any. And then Malaya Castro comes up, 2 possessions, back-to-back trays, and puts Lovington right back in it.
Yeah, that she does, and that's 11 in the game now for Malaya. Going to be critically important, though, for Lovington to force a turnover quickly. Still just 3 team fouls for Lovington, so they really can't stop the clock.
Right.
I mean, if they can get a quick foul, then they could put Carlsbad on the line. Probably not what they want to do for at least about 15 seconds. They're going to do everything they can to steal the inbound or get a steal quickly after the inbound.
They're going to have to do that and try to do that without fouling, as Carlsbad inbounds. Oh, and palms the ball. They get Gonzalez for palming the ball, and Lovington does have their turnover here. They've got a chance. It'll be Castro to inbound. Malaya is going to inbound, looking for Salcido. And they're going to call a foul. Are they going to call that on Carlsbad, right? It's going to be on number 13 or no, 31.
Nope, they're going to buzz out on Garcia. That'll be her
okay,
fifth.
Garcia. All right.
And
so
put Lovington
21,
at the line.
not 31, 21. Right. Yeah, Lovington at the line, and that's going to be Ashlyn Barunda, who is going to shoot for Lovington. 57.38 seconds left on the clock. Lovington trails by 5.
If Ashlyn can get both these, it becomes a one-possession ball game.
And Malaya's popping the trays suddenly, so it makes it very important. And yes, Ashlyn Barunda, it hits the front, hits the back, rolls in. So makes it
13
40,
now for Barunda.
40 to 36. Pressure is on. Try to make this second one, and she does. Nothing but net. And we got a ball game, 40 to 37. Your score, Lovington trailing by 3. Going to be important. Try to force a turnover and get the ball back. They inbound, get it to Dugan. They're trapping her up in the backcourt. Oh, and they're going to get Buendia for the bump foul against Dugan.
Actually, they're going to say the ball just got loose and it went out. But last touch
That's a
by
break.
Buendia.
That's a break because Buendia was, she was close. And she was close, and there was a bump, but the ball worked loose. So Carlsbad will inbound in front of the Lovington student section. Oh, they get it to Dugan. It goes right back out of bounds.
But last touch by Aranda.
That's right. So good tight defense by Lovington, trying to pry that ball, trying to get that ball away. Dugan, they inbound to Gonzalez. Gonzalez getting trapped in the backcourt, and a whistle sounds. Is it going to be a timeout, or are they going to call the foul?
Call the foul on Aubrey away from the ball.
So Aranda getting called for the foul. It's going to be on the floor, though. And the ball, Carlsbad will inbound in front of the Lovington bench.
It's going to be Zumbrin.
Zumbrin will leave it off for Dugan. Dugan's going to run around across the timeline. She's going to pull out then, and she's going to get fouled.
Yeah, Buendia with the reach.
With, of course,
and not who you want to put on the line, Dugan to shoot
Dugan.
too, because that puts him in the bonus.
Exactly. She's 8 for 8 at the line. Crazy. And that's, I believe, the fourth foul on Aubrey. No, fourth foul on Buendia. Not Aubrey, but Buendia. Oh, and Dugan with the first one up and good. She's got, 22 points in the game now, I believe?
That is 14, 18, 23.
And makes this one as well. So 22, 23 now.
24 now.
24. Whoa. Coming the other way, Lovington with the ball. They get it to Malaya Castro. Oh, she pulls the trigger on the 3. This one will not fall, and Dugan comes away with the basketball. And it's going to be an intentional foul as Castro fouls at Dugan. And Carlsbad leading this one by 5 points with just 30.47 seconds left on the clock. Will walk down to the other end of the court where Dugan will go to the line. And again, she has not missed. She is 10 for 10 from the line with 24 points in the game. Incredible. And a timeout is going to be taken. So we will see. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Say a big thank you to all of our sponsors for making coverage of our Lovington Lady Cats and the Wildcats possible this season. This has been an exciting game. This has been a very different game, a very slow-paced game, for most of it. The action has picked up as Lovington has been very aggressive here in the fourth quarter. Carlsbad pulling away, and they're a team that's well coached. They can really put the brakes on and play slow down ball, but then when they need to pick it up and pick up the pace and go in and drive in, make their layups and draw fouls, they can certainly do that as well. So 42-37, Carlsbad leading by 5 here. Less than 31 seconds to play, and Dugan at the line. She makes the first one, no big surprise. 25 points in the game now.
And if she makes the second, it becomes a 3-possession ball game. Very tough in 30 seconds against a team that slows it down.
And this one does not fall. Short arms it. So 43-37, Buendia running the point for Lovington. She stops top of the arc. Tries to pull the trigger. She does pull the trigger on a three-pointer. It won't go. Gonzalez with the rebound. They get it to Dugan. Back to Gonzalez. Back to Dugan. Dugan weaves her way around in the backcourt, and they're going to call.
A 10-second violation.
Yep, but she does not get it out of the backcourt in time.
And that's the 25th turnover for Carlsbad, but Lovington has just not been able to cash in through much of the game.
Nope. So Lovington with the ball. Malaya Castro to Buendia. Buendia gets it to Malaya. Malaya gets it to Aranda in the right corner. Won't fall. And it is going to be Carlsbad with the rebound. They're just going to hang on to it and let the clock roll out. And at the end of the game, your final score is 43-37. Carlsbad wins. We'll be back with your post-game show coming up in just a few minutes right here. Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Your final score in this one, Carlsbad 43, Lovington 37. Carlsbad led at the end of the first 10-8, at halftime 20-15, at the end of the third 26-24. Fourth quarter is really what sealed the deal for Carlsbad as they were able to to put more points on the board, and they held Lovington to 13 points in that fourth quarter. So 43-37 was your final score for Carlsbad. Your leading scorer was Dugan with 25 points, got her down for 6 rebounds, a couple of steals as well, and she was perfect at the line. She went 10 for 10 at the free throw line tonight.
She was 11 of 12.
Oh, 11 of 12. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that's right. She missed that last one. Sorry about that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of 12. And I had it down. It just did my math wrong. All right. And you had Jasmine Gonzalez with 12 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. You also had, Garcia with 2 points, 2 rebounds. Bradford had a couple of rebounds. Oliver had a point and 4 rebounds. And that's how Carlsbad scored their 43 points. For Lovington, your leading scorer tonight with 14 points was Ashlyn Barunda. 14 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of steals. Then you had Malaya Castro with 11 points, 2 of them trays, 3 rebounds and 3 steals to go with that. You had Salcedo with 5 points, 4 rebounds, an assist and a steal. You had Cardenas with 2 points, a rebound, and 2 steals. Aranda with 2 points, 2 rebounds. Castro, Myra had an assist and a rebound. Greben had 2 rebounds, and that's how Lovington. And Elizabeth Buendia had 3 points and 3 rebounds. And that's how Lovington got to their 37 points. So 43-37, too many turnovers, and really a lot of turnovers by both teams in this game. Carlsbad actually ended up with more turnovers than Lovington did, right?
Yeah, Lovington forced 25 turnovers, but they were not able to take advantage of a lot of them. They had 19 on their own, and between that and the free throw shooting, Carlsbad going 16 of 20, Lovington 12 of 22 makes a difference in the end.
That's right, but a good effort by Lovington as they really they kept it very, very close and stayed with Carlsbad the whole way and really had a chance to win this one. Just not enough firepower in the end for them. So 43-37 final score. We have Lovington girls senior night going on right now in between the girls and the boys games, and we've already had several seniors out there announced. Your seniors for Lovington this year: Luisa Cardenas, Myra Castro, Elizabeth Buendia, excuse me, and Erlene Salcedo, your seniors. And I think then we have some managers who may also be seniors. But those are the only seniors on the roster that I see are Cardenas, Myra Castro, Buendia, and Salcedo. So good luck to our graduating seniors and their next steps in life.
Absolutely, and of course we will be back as the Lovington Lady Cats have fallen in this one, but hey, we've still got another game in our doubleheader tonight.
Yes, we do.
As the Lovington boys will be taking the court here in just a few minutes, so we'll be back for the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show in just a little while.
So congratulations again to those seniors. I'm not sure about any plans for the basketball team, but I did notice that one of the girls who has played basketball in the past, but not this season, Layla Hernandez, has actually signed with Wesleyan University to go play softball for them. And Layla is a good volleyball player and softball player, good shortstop, starting the season for the Lovington girls for the last several seasons at that position. And we wish her much luck and say congratulations as well. So we will take a time out as we get ready for the next game on the slate tonight. It's the Lovington boys versus Carlsbad boys, and they have put 15 minutes on the pregame clock. They haven't started it yet, but they probably will momentarily. So we'll just take a nice long time out and be back with a pregame in just a few minutes right here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. Alongside Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle with great video work tonight by Luis Gomez and his crew. We appreciate their help and support tonight. So we get ready for the second game of our doubleheader as the Lovington Wildcats under head coach Casey Pack come in at 10-6 on the season to face a Carlsbad Cavemen team who is 7-7. Lovington, though, coming into this game with some momentum as they swept their 3 games in the North-South shootout up in Taos this past weekend, and that's going to give them a lot of confidence coming in to a game against a Carlsbad team that is really still trying kind of to find their way. Lovington right now is the 10th seeded team in Class 4A in the Max Preps poll. Carlsbad is the number 18 team in Class 5A. Lovington has had some success against this 5A district. This, matter of fact, the Hobbs Eagles are the only team in this district they are not going to play. They've already beaten Clovis. They've already beaten Roswell High.
Nice.
So they're looking to put the third in that district pelt on their mantle, so to speak. So the Wildcats with some momentum coming in, and they want to play fast. Something tells me Carlsbad's probably going to play a very physical, methodical game. But if Lovington can get out, they can run the transition, get the turnovers they know they can, and get their offense working, they can be a very deadly team. Coach Pack's team likes to work from the outside in, and really everything works in on Cale Covington when he's in. If they can keep him out of foul trouble, he can be dominating underneath, and they've got the outside shooters in case they start shutting that down. So a lot of options on the offensive end of thing for Coach Pack.
Yeah, the Lovington girls ended up falling to Carlsbad, who played a very deliberate game most of the game, a slow down brand of ball. 43-37 final score with the Lovington girls falling 12-5 on the season, 12-5 on the season rather. Man, Carlsbad brought in a football-looking roster for this one. They ended up, after crossing out a lot of players and adding one, with 13 players.
I think they have 21 on the roster on Max Prep.
I say, it looks like a football roster more than a basketball one. But they've got it culled down, I think, to 13, and the starting 5 for both teams up on the electronic board already as well.
And we will go ahead and give those to you for the visiting Carlsbad Cavemen. It'll be number 2, Kyrian Orgain, number 11, Jacob Chavarria, number 13, Samuel G., number 15, Xavius Onsuarez, and number 22, Shane Sullivan. For your Lovington Wildcats, it'll be number 1, DeMarcus Thompson, number 3, Julian Arroyo, number 4, Elijah Rivero, number 5, Zadrick Betancourt, and number 24, Cale Covington.
And I think that's probably Onsures.
Onsures,
yes.
I will put the little...
Xavius Onsures, I think so.
Put the little thing there so
and
I can
just
get
know that growing up in Loving, there was a family whose last name was Onsures, so I'm figuring they may not be related, but at least it's probably right. So.
I will take your word for it. When it comes to pronunciations, I will take your word for it. So the team's heading out for the playing of the national anthem. We will take a timeout, come back with the tip-off of this one. It's Carlsbad and Lovington tonight from here at Wildcat Gym on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us tonight wherever you are around the world here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and, of course, on HobbsAmerica.com. For the visiting Carlsbad Cavemen under longtime head coach John Zumbrin, they are 7-7 on the season. They'll be wearing the road blues with the white letters and numbers with Carlsbad across the front. For your home team, Lovington Wildcats, they are in the home whites with the blue letters and numbers and cats in script on the chest. So 10-6 for Coach Casey Pack's Wildcats. Of course, congratulations to Coach Pack getting his 300th career victory a couple of weeks ago, so
Very
congratulations
nice.
to him.
Great milestone in coaching.
It certainly is, and he'd like to make it number 305 tonight.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, and we're just about ready to get this one tipped off. Hey, no fair. You've got the nice white,
I have white
easy
numbers.
to read numbers for Carlsbad.
Yeah, the Carlsbad girls decided to wear black
man.
numbers on the royal blue jerseys.
It was
So
almost, it made those.
that was brutal.
It was almost invisible, really, for my eyes. Just invisible. But we're here and just about ready. This should be an exciting game. I'm looking forward to this one. I think Lovington, these two teams, well matched.
Well, they should be. And again, if Lovington can control the pace and they can play the game they want to play, they should have the advantage in this one over Carlsbad. Carlsbad probably with the size advantage, but Lovington, there is no stopping them, and especially if they can get Covington going underneath and if they can get the outside shooters going. Julian Arroyo, I don't think Julian's ever met a shot he didn't like, and he's not afraid to take it from, well, pretty much anywhere if he thinks he's got a shot at it. So, and the good news is he makes most of them.
So nice to look down the roster and for Lovington to see height. This is something that we haven't always had and haven't had a lot of over the years. We've got 6'1", 6'0", 6'0", 6'1", 6'0", 6'4", 6'4", 6'3 players on the Lovington roster. It's good to see that.
Again,
size.
the starters for the Wildcats, it'll be Thompson, Arroyo, Rivero, Betancourt, and Covington, and it'll be Covington to take the jump for Carlsbad. It'll be Orgain, Chavarria, G on Suarez, and Sullivan. And it'll be Sullivan taking the leap against Covington. And here we go, Wildcat basketball underway tonight from Wildcat Gym. And the opening tip into the backcourt and controlled by the Wildcats. They win the tip into the hands of Arroyo. He'll take it up on the far sideline. Cats moving from the right to the left from our perspective. To Betancourt, to Rivero near side. Back out to Zadrick. Zeta Covington at the free throw line, spins through traffic, goes to the hoop, and up and in. Just like that, nifty little move, and Lovington up 2-0.
Yeah, good technique on that. That was just great execution. Good technique on that layup.
Chavarria will get the inbound. On him is Rivero. Elijah giving him a little bit of room as Chavarria crosses over into the front court. Looking for a little room. He'll just push it over to the near side to Orgain. Back to the top of the arc on Suarez, and they'll just move it over. Chavarria will reset the offense. I think we've seen this game before.
Yeah, the one right before this one.
As we have to the free throw line now into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. It is off the arc, and Covington over everybody, and will get the rebound.
Great.
Lovington back the other way as
Nice.
Cale turns on the Jets. Takes it to the right base. Tosses back out, but a bad pass intercepted by Carlsbad. So coming back, and Orgain misses the point-blank layup, but playing trailer is Chavarria up and in, and we are tied at 2 apiece. Minute 10 into it as Betancourt will take it right over the big cat at center court to the free throw line with Covington. Working around to Rivero. He'll to Betancourt now, who takes it to the far sideline, pushes to the left base with Thompson. Thompson, a bad pass, and that one is stolen away. Back down comes Chavarria. He'll take it coast to coast, a little underhand layup, no good. Covington skies for the rebound and will bring it down. Gives it off to Julian as Arroyo will bring it into the front court. Lovington will reset the O.
Good work on the board so far by Lovington.
90 seconds into the ball game to Rivero in front of the Carlsbad bench to Covington at the free throw line. Drives in against 3 cavemen. Has to throw it out. Rivero to Arroyo. Julian thinks about the 3 from the sideline. Probably not the best bet. Little move in from Covington. He has to bounce it back out to pop a shot for 3 and bang! Put it down. Julian Arroyo, the catch and shoot. And
Beautiful.
Lovington goes up 5-2.
Nice assist by Covington on that.
2 minutes gone here in the first. 5-2, Lovington in the lead. Chavarria to the front court, almost loses the dribble. Rivero on him. Works his way to the far sideline. Elijah stays on him, and they're going to call the little bump on Elijah.
Yep, too close on him, too close.
And that'll be his first personal, first team foul on Lovington.
Lovington has taken 2 shots and made them both. Carlsbad has taken 3 and made 1.
2 turnovers, though, for the Wildcats. As Orgain will inbound it from in front of the Wildcat student section. He'll toss it in. That'll go to Sullivan, who gives it back to Orgain. Loses the basketball into the hands of Covington. Cale on his way. A little fake, and he'll go, and he is fouled. And they are going to call the hold foul on Sullivan. His first personal, first team foul on Carlsbad. It is on the floor as Coach Zumbrin sets his defense. Carlsbad going to send in a little more size with Garrett Gossett, as he will check in for Suarez. So inbounding, it'll be Betancourt from left of his own bucket. He'll push it into Thompson. Gets stripped away, but DeMarcus gets it right back. Weaves through traffic, misses the point-blank layup, and it'll be Gossett with the rebound for the Cavemen. Full court press is on for the Wildcats.
That hurts.
Yes, it does. You got to make those.
Yeah, or at least grab the rebound.
5-2 as Chavarria to the front court, working against Betancourt. Works it around to the left wing. He'll hand it off. Little spin move going down the left base underneath to Gossett, who loses the basketball, but last touched by Lovington.
Nice defensive pressure by Lovington right there, forcing that out, and it'll stay, Carlsbad basketball, but still interrupted that offensive rhythm.
It did as G tried to pass it underneath to Gossett, knocked away as Thompson will check out, and Val Herrera comes in. A little more size underneath. To Chavarria, who takes it to center court. Rivero will pick him up. Pop a shot from the left elbow, no good, and it'll be Covington with his 3rd rebound of the ball game.
Great.
Give it off to Arroyo, who brings it up in front of the scorer's table into the offensive zone for the Wildcats. Covington at the free throw line, give it to Julians. Weaves through traffic to the right lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound is loose and into the hands of Gossett. He'll throw the fastball down and taken away by Betancourt. Second turnover for the Caveman.
Yeah, beautiful. Good heads-up play. He was turned the right way, looking and skied up for it.
Betancourt, though, tries to push it into the middle, and it'll wind up in the hands of Gossett.
They trade turnovers here.
So G will take it into the front court on the far sideline. 4.5 to go in the first. G uses up the dribble, gives it to Gossett, who backs it up to the Wildcat at center court. Herrera backs off, gives him a little room. Push it over to Chavarria in front of the Wildcat student section. Then Gossett will send a little pick for him. Arroyo, Rivero will pick him up. Near side coming to Orgain. Betancourt with him. Gets the screen. Didn't call the mover on that one. And an NBA 3 from Orgain is in and out. And off of the tip, Herrera with the rebound.
Nice. Good board by Valentin. He's got muscle.
Leave it off for Julian as Arroyo will direct the offense. He's pushing everybody over. He wants Rivero in the left corner. He takes it to the left wing. Turn around, pop a shot for 3, no good. It'll be G with the rebound for Carlsbad. 5-2, Lovington in the lead. 3.5 remaining in the first. G goes behind the pack. Betancourt on him. Pushing it near side to Sullivan. Sullivan with the right hand, working against Covington. Covington swats it away. It'll be loose on the floor, and Kale will come away with it. Third turnover for Carlsbad.
Nice.
Covington, though, gets it stripped right back on the other end by Sullivan. So the teams trade turnovers.
Yet again.
Chavarria into the offensive zone for the Cavemen. Clock ticks down to 3 minutes remaining in the first. To Orgain in the right wing. He'll swing it out to Sullivan, top of the arc. Now over to Chavarria in the left wing. Push it in, trying to get it into Gossett. Tipped away, and that'll be the fourth turnover for Carlsbad. Push it forward to Rivero. A little bit out of his reach. Goes to Covington coming through the middle. Kale from the left base. 5-foot float. Fall away, no good. Betancourt is there with the rebound. That one won't go, and it'll be Sullivan with the rebound. Back down come the Cavemen. Chavarria into the right corner. Orgain with a long three-pointer, and it is good. Orgain made a nifty little move to get some space and puts it through, and a timeout on the court with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first. It's just a 30, so we'll keep it right here.
Wow.
Coach Casey Pack wants to take the time. Actually, it was Carlsbad who took the timeout.
Right. 6 shots off by Carlsbad. They've made 2 of them. 4 shots tried by Lovington. They've made 2 of them. 2 for 4 shooting, 2 of 6 for Carlsbad. 1 offensive rebound apiece for these teams so far.
Couple of opportunities for the Wildcats, but they have not been able to convert.
Yeah, lots of turnovers already, and not a lot, I mean, it's a very low-scoring game. Yes, it's fast-paced, but a lot of turnovers back and forth, and not as much shooting. A lot of time off the clock, only 2:33 left to play in this first, and it's only 5-5.
And it'll be Wildcat basketball on the floor. You've got Arroyo, Betancourt checking into the ball game. Nick Pondo, Covington still on the floor, and Herrera still on the floor. As it'll come into Betancourt, he'll take it over, and he's picked up as he crosses the timeline by Galindo, who just checked into the ball game. To Pondo, trying to throw it into Herrera, and that'll be the 5th turnover for Lovington. Passing it back down, that is Galindo. Galindo, Sullivan, G, Gossett, and Orgain on the floor for Carlsbad. G uses up the dribble, goes to Galindo over on the left side. Julian on him very tight, have to swing it back out between the rings. Now they come to G in the right wing. Betancourt on him. Loses the basketball and into the hands of Val Herrera. Each team now with 5 turnovers. Under 2 to play in the first. Julian turns on the Jets. Takes it to the right base. Is going to be forced out. Throws it over. Covington can't handle it. And it'll be another turnover for the Wildcats to a breaking Orgain, who will lay it up and in. He's got 5 of the 7 on the board. Carlsbad takes their first lead of the ball game. Lovington with the basketball off of the turnover. So to Pondo in front of the Carlsbad bench. Orgain giving him a little bit of space. Give it to Zadrick, and they'll reset. Arroyo on the far sideline to Val on the left base. Back out is Lovington will reset. 1:20 to go in the first. Betancourt using up the dribble. Throw the fastball on the right baseline, and Val misses it, and his second shot is up. No good. He gets the rebound, and then he's fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. So Herrera
in the right place at the right time. Good heads-up play. Just could not get that first one to fall, but got a second look at it.
They're going to whistle the foul on Sullivan as Zumbrin is barking at the official down there about the foul. He caught arm too, Coach. Sorry. So Val at the line and puts up the first one. Val is not the most consistent free throw shooter. As subs checking in for Carlsbad. His back end of the game will be number 15 on Sures. The second one for Valente Herrera is up, and Val gets that one to go.
Nice. All right, good shot.
7-6. We've got 75 seconds to go in the first. Chavarria on Sures. Checking into the ball game, Bryce Mullins.
Oh.
And almost stolen away on the inbound. It'll be, and they're going to call the palm ball on Galindo.
Yep.
That'll be the 6th turnover for the Cavemen.
He took the pass and lost the handle on it and was trying to corral it, and that's when the palm ball happened as he started off trying to dribble it across the timeline.
Thompson back in the game. He'll inbound it. They throw the high inlet, and Julian gets it right back from Covington. Now they'll throw it cross court. It'll be to Betancourt. He's picked up by Mullins. Throw it to Covington, gets hit in the back of the head and stolen away by G. 7th turnover for Lovington. Has taken it coast to coast, but missing the layup is Galindo, and the ball out of bounds, and they say Carlsbad basketball.
Yeah, and Galindo was the one who stole it away as well. That was number 10.
It's Coach Casey Pack with the arms crossed and saying, hey, watch the arms into the back of my kid's head, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, 47 seconds left to play in this first quarter.
So it'll be Galindo to inbound it from right of his own bucket. As coming into the ball game for the Wildcats, Anson Marquez will come in. They're going to let Covington sit for just a minute.
Oh, Marquez.
So Anson comes in. He'll be on Suris.
Right.
As the inbound will come into Chavarria. He'll take it on the right base, and he'll put it up. Shot no good, and he's fouled. Going to whistle that one on Betancourt. That'll be his first personal. Just the second team foul on Lovington. And it is a shooting foul, so Chavarria to the line. First trip to the line for the Cavemen. They lead it 7-6. 43 seconds to go in the first. Chavarria, the point guard, puts it up, and it is good. Makes it 8-6 in favor of the Cavemen. The game, Lovington has had their chances, but they've turned it over 7 times.
Wow.
Hard to win a ball game when you do it that way. Second one is up, and that one rolls around and through. So now Lovington going to try to pick the pace up. They'll get it to Pondo, left corner for 3.
Oh.
Bang!
Oh, and just like that, we're tied.
You give Micah that much room, he will make you pay for it every single time.
Beautiful shot. Nothing but net. 9-all now with 28 seconds left in this first quarter. And
full court press is on as they will push it over to Mullins.
Oh.
Get it underneath, and the shot is
Yes.
up, and they will call the charge.
Yes.
Wipe off the bucket.
that's right.
And call the charge on Ontiveros, his first personal third team foul.
It was really apparent. Julian had his feet set, and he got nailed. He got pushed, and he went down like a cardboard cutout.
All tied at 9 with under 20 to play in the first as Betancourt runs the point. Pushing it near side to Pondo, left wing for 3, and that one is off the mark, but into the hands of Marquez, and it clanks off the side of the backboard and into the hands of Onsuris. Back down come the Cavemen, and the little push shot is up, no good, and it'll be Thompson with it to Arroyo at the buzzer, and it is off the glass, and we have played one here at Wildcat Gym. We're all tied at 9. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, we are all tied at 9 apiece, and it couldn't get any closer than this as it's 9-all. Each team with 7 turnovers. Each team with 6 rebounds. The only difference, Carlsbad 2 of 2 from the line, Lovington 1 of 2.
And 1 offensive rebound for Carlsbad, 2 offensive rebounds for Lovington. And Carlsbad 3 of 9 shooting, not counting free throws. 3 of 8 shooting for Lovington, not counting free throws.
And it'll be Carlsbad basketball as we start the second quarter, as you've got Covington, Thompson, Betancourt, Marquez, and Arroyo on the floor for the Wildcats. You've got Orgain, Sullivan, Chavarria, G, and Gossett on the floor for the Cavemen. It'll be Chavarria to the front court, DeMarcus on him. They'll flip it over to Sullivan, Kale on him, to G in the left block, throw it to Orgain at the free throw line, hippity hop through the lane, misses the point blank layup, Gossett with the rebound, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound, his putback is up, and it is good. Gossett now 3 rebounds, his first points of the ball game, and he'll go to the line to shoot the and one as they call the hold foul on Anson Marquez, his first personal, first team foul in the quarter on Lovington.
And tied up, 11-9.
The and one is up, no good, and they are going to call the foul on the putback. And so
bad foul.
Yep, very bad foul. Marquez didn't get the foul as they are going to call Betancourt with the push, trying to get position on the rebound.
It's 2 on him.
And that'll wind up it'll work as a turnover effectively. So Sullivan to Chavarria, 11-9 in favor of Carlsbad. Just underway in the second. We've got a whistle away from the basketball, and they're going to call an offensive foul on the Cavemen.
Okay.
All right. Didn't see who they put it up on unless they called a lane violation.
They call it on Ontiveros? No, he was up there already.
Yeah, I think they're calling a lane violation, so it'll be the 8th turnover for Carlsbad, so Lovington gets a break. 7.5 to go as Betancourt to the front court. He'll push it over to Thompson. DeMarcus back to Zay. Now near side to Julian, to Marquez. He'll sling it back out top of the arc. They work it around. Now they get it to Covington on the left baseline. They try and time up. Kale just rips it away from G and turns around and banks it home. We are tied at 11. 4 points in the ball game for Covington.
First points for Lovington in this quarter.
All tied at 11. 1 minute gone in the second. Chavarria to the front court. Thompson giving him a little bit of room. They'll come to Sullivan, who tosses over, and Orgain gets it over the hands. He'll drive it on the right base, uses up the dribble, then the reverse layup. All right, credit where credit's due. That's pretty. And makes it 13-11 in favor of the Cavemen. Back down come the Wildcats. Carlsbad dropping off into their defense. As they'll bounce it to Marquez. He'll sling it back over to Betancourt, and they will whistle on Orgain. They're going to say that he touched it and it went out of bounds, so it'll stay Lovington basketball on their own baseline. As Elijah Rivero will come into the ball game. Betancourt will get a breather. He's been in there the whole game so far.
He has. He's got a couple fouls on him now.
So it'll be Rivero to inbound it from left of his own bucket. Elijah pushes it in, and off the tip, it winds up in the hands of Marquez, who gives it to Arroyo. In and out on the three-pointer, and O'Gain with the rebound. Lovington drops back in defense. Rivero picks him up quickly. To the front court with Orgain. He directs traffic, slings it over to Sullivan in front of the Lovington student section. Covington giving him a little bit of space. 6:18 to go in the first half. Sullivan uses up the dribble, comes near side to G. Thompson picks him up. They'll bounce it to Orgain. Turn around from 15. That one is off the mark and off of the tip. It'll be Rivero with the rebound. Elijah runs the point, give it to Julian. He slices through traffic, puts up the high shot off the glass, and they call the charge on Arroyo as Gossett gets the foul. So wave the bucket off and give the first personal to Julian, and that'll be the 9th turnover for the Wildcats.
Wow, that's unfortunate, but still just a 2-point game, lots of basketball left to play.
As Sullivan inbounds it, it'll come to Chavarria. Lovington will drop back in defense. Now they'll tighten things up, and a whistle sounds on the far side.
What?
And the official's going to call Gossett and Arroyo over and have a word with them about something. I think they're just telling them,
warning.
Clean it up. Yeah.
Just a warning for both of them.
Coach Zumbrin just points at his head and says, be smart. As Valente Herrera will check back in for the Wildcats. He'll come in for Anson Marquez. So in front of the scorer's table to inbound it, it'll be Sullivan. He'll have to push it into the backcourt, and it'll get over to Chavarria. Chavarria crosses over, goes left hand against Thompson, uses up the dribble now to G in front of the student section. As the D up, chance starts from the Wildcat faithful. 2-point lead for Carlsbad, pushing it up. Orgain all by himself, right corner, and that one is off the mark. DeMarcus Thompson with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled by Orgain.
Yeah, nice rebound, and good time to draw that foul.
So 5:25 to go, and the foul on Orgain. It'll get to Lovington. They've got to be careful not to leave that kid that wide open. He will take that shot every time as Arroyo to the front court. Leaves it off for Rivero, and now Lovington will set the offense with 5:16 to go. Covington on the right base, hippity hop through traffic, back out top of the arc. Rivero for 3. That one is off the mark and off of the tip, and it'll wind up in the hands of Julian Arroyo, who slices through the reverse layup. No good, and Thompson with the rebound off the left glass, and that one's no good, and it'll go out of bounds. And a whistle sounds, and it's an official who blew the whistle. So waiting to see.
I think it was just an inadvertent whistle.
It could be. I guess so. As Betancourt will come back in. They're going to say Lovington basketball off of the whistle. Lovington, though, missing a couple, point blank right there.
Right.
So Betancourt back on the floor, and he'll push it into Arroyo. Swing it over to Herrera, top of the arc. Throw the fastball to Thompson, right baseline, up for DeMarcus. No good, but he's fouled. Whistle that one on G, his first personal, second team foul against the Cavemen.
Very cold shooting for Lovington in this second quarter. They are 1 for 5.
And now to the line, DeMarcus Thompson.
Of course, one of those was a basket that didn't count because of the foul, but still.
So DeMarcus at the line, puts up the first, and it is up and in. Thompson, his first point of the ball game to go along with a couple of boards.
Yeah, good time to be hitting free throws for sure.
Cuts it down to just a 1-point Caveman lead. 13-12 is the score. Thompson second, up and good.
Beautiful.
And nope, they are going to wipe that one off the board. It'll be a foul on Lovington as Betancourt was trying to get position before it went down. His third personal. And it will wipe the free throw off of the board, and it'll be the 10th turnover for the Wildcats.
Ooh.
Well, nope, they did count it.
Okay.
They did count it.
They put it back. They did. They counted it. All right.
So it was an off ball, and so that won't count as a turnover either. Just a foul. So Chavarria uses up the dribble and has to wide arm sling it to the far side with G. Betancourt on him tight. As they move over and they want the travel, not going to get it to Gossett into the corner to Orgain. He'll work it through to the right block, push it back out top of the arc, and yep, they whistled the travel as they tried to get Chavarria top of the arc for three, and he made the shot, but the whistle had already sounded, so wipe it off, and it'll be another turnover for the Cavemen.
Yeah, it's a good thing it did not count. Chavarria just popped the net, a beautiful one. And thankfully is not up on the board.
13 all, each team with 9 turnovers. Again, this one has been very evenly matched. Throw it to Betancourt at the right elbow. Back out to Julian from the far sideline to Zay. And he's going to travel as he slipped, trying to take his run. Now Lovington with 10 turnovers. And back over to the Cavemen.
We are tied 13 all with 4:11 left to play in the second.
So Chavarria with Rivero on him. Chavarria looks over. Coach Zumbrin giving him some instructions as he'll cross the timeline. Now they'll direct traffic. Chavarria goes through and gets a wide open lane. I think they were thinking he was going to pass it off. He did not. He's got 6 points now in the ball game. Had a wide open look at the bucket. Just a little bit of defensive oopsie there for Lovington. Betancourt works against Galindo. A high pass and trying to save it is Arroyo, but can't do it. 11th turnover for Lovington. It's coming in for the Wildcats. It'll be JoJo Perez.
And Betancourt's going to come off as Perez comes in.
So Perez seeing his first action of the night. I believe he's just a freshman.
Wow.
And so into the front court comes Chavarria. Chavarria with Rivero. Pulls up from 3 from the left wing. It is off the front of the iron, and there with the rebound and the putback. That was Sullivan. His first bucket of the ball game. Up by 4. Carlsbad, their biggest lead of the ball game. 3:20 to go, first half. Rivero to Thompson at the free throw line. To Arroyo, tries to split 3. Cavemen, goes underneath to Herrera, puts up an ugly shot, ball loose on the floor, and it'll go out, and it'll be Carlsbad basketball.
Ooh, that's terrible there, but all the guys in the lane just doing what they could. Herrera picking up that shot, not a lot of time to try to make the shot, not a lot of time to aim, and it just hit the bottom of the backboard and bounce back.
Now Michael Pondo will check in as Valente Herrera heads to the bench. Carlsbad basketball, they lead by 4. 3 minutes to go in a fast-moving first half. Chavarria to the front court. Rivero giving him a little space. Gets a screen from Ontiveros. Now to Sullivan, then they'll throw it over. Chavarria to the baseline and stolen away by Perez.
Nice.
Turnover for the Cavemen. To the front court. Arroyo's going to run things now for the Cats. To Thompson. He'll drive into the left lane, uses up the dribble on a bad pass, trying to get Perez in the left corner, and almost stolen away as G got a hand on it and tried to fling it off of a Wildcat. He didn't get it done. As Orgain will check in, as Chavarria will head to the bench. It'll be Lovington basketball.
Yeah, it looks like
and
Thompson.
Timeout going to be taken.
All right.
So it'll be Casey Pack this time, and I do believe it will be a 60, so we'll take it with them. 17-13 with about a minute and a half to go in the half. Carlsbad in the lead. We're back in 30 here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym with coming out of the timeout. Carlsbad in the lead, 17-13, in what's been kind of a sloppy first half for both squads.
Well, only 2 makes out of 7 attempts for Lovington so far in this second quarter, and Carlsbad 4 of 7 shooting.
I said a minute and a half. It's 2.5 to go in the first half. So the inbound comes to Arroyo. He'll give it to Perez. Perez to Thompson at the free throw line. Back to Julian. Julian to DeMarcus to Perez from the right wing for 3, and that one is an air ball. Pondo tries to save it, but saves it right into the hands of Orgain, but then it'll be stolen away by Arroyo. Julian takes it hard to the rack, misses the shot, but he is fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. The question is, will it be on Sudes or will it be on G? We'll see what
Julian
the man
was
in stripes has to say.
Julian was the ham in that sandwich.
Yes, he was.
Trying to put up the shot and getting it to fall, but they're going to call that. I think they're finally going to call that on what, G?
I think so. Yep.
They call it on G.
And the shot is up for Julian, and it is good. That'll be his 4th point. Actually, they call that on Ontiveros. I didn't even know Ontiveros was on the floor.
Yeah,
there he is. Second shot on the way for Julian, and he gets them both. So Arroyo now with 5 points to pace the Wildcats back to within 2. As Orgain to the front court, uses up the dribble and overthrows on Sudes. That'll be the 12th turnover for the Cavemen, and give it back to Lovington with a chance to tie it up or take the lead with 2:07 to go first half.
The girls' game before this one was plagued by lots of turnovers by both teams as well.
To Thompson, he'll take it to the left. Then they'll give it to Pondo for 3, and bang from the left wing.
Wow.
Pondo has his second tray of the ball game, and Lovington takes the lead. It should be 18-17.
Mm-hmm. They just have those. They just put the bucket on the wrong.
Come
on,
the
wrong
coach.
team. Come on.
As Orgain works through traffic, hippity hop from the left block, turnaround, pushes it up, no good. Off the tip, it'll be Thompson with the rebound. Thompson leaves it off for Julian. He'll try and get it to Pondo, but overthrows as Micah tries to save it, but too hot and too high to handle. Give it back to Carlsbad. Need to just settle the heart rate down a little bit. Lovington back up 18-17 with 1:27 to go first half. He'll push it in as Chavarria back on the floor. Chavarria G on Sudes. Orgain, and it's Gossett on the floor for Carlsbad. To Orgain in the right wing. Perez picks him up. Little shake and bake move, uses up the dribble, top of the arc to G in the right wing for 3, and that one will roll home.
Wow.
Samuel G, his first bucket of the ball game is a tray, and it'll put Carlsbad up 20-18. To the front court. Rivero, Arroyo NBA 3 left wing off the front of the iron, and it winds up in the hands of Chavarria, his second board of the ball game. Under a minute to go in the first. Perez picks up Chavarria, push it over to G. Working the left side, gets the screen from Gossett to Ansadas and move it around. G top of the arc, 3 on the way, and he's got back-to-back trays. And back up by 5 go the Cavemen. Arroyo with a little head fake, but loses the basketball to a breaking Chavarria, and up and in. 8 points for Jacob Chavarria, and it's an 8-0 run all of a sudden for the Cavemen.
20 seconds left on the clock.
25-18, Lovington trails as Rivero gets the ball ripped away from him by Gossett, and to the near side it'll go out. And
last touch by Carlsbad. It should be Lovington ball.
Okay, so each team turning it over. And it'll be Arroyo off of the out of bounds from just right of the Carlsbad bench to Pondo. Drives left baseline underneath to Thompson, and he's going to get fouled. They'll call the block foul on G, his second personal. Just the third team foul on the Cavemen. Only 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Back-to-back trays.
They're going to say it was not a shooting foul.
Nope. Back-to-back trays really changed the complexion of this second quarter toward the end of this.
Yes, they did, but you got 3 3-point shooters on the floor for the Wildcats.
And they can pop them.
as Rivero looks to inbound it. He'll direct traffic, push it into Arroyo, turn around from the left corner. That one no good. Gonzalez with the rebound, his second. And at the buzzer, that one goes over the top of the backboard. And we have played a half here at Wildcat Gym. The Carlsbad Cavemen leading the Wildcats 25-18. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. This is your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and you know you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Napa and Lovington Auto Supply, get up and go. And the Cavemen seem to find another gear at the end of that first half, and they got up and went to a 25-18 lead. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one. Jacob Chavarria leads the way for the Cavemen. He's got 8 points. Kieran Orgain behind him with 7 in the ballgame. 6 points for Samuel G. on 2 quick trays at the end of the half. Shane Sullivan with 2 and Garrett Gossett with 2. Gossett is the leading rebounder for the Cavemen with 3. They only have 10 rebounds as a team. Carlsbad going 2 of 3 from the free throw line in the first half. They had 13 turnovers, got 9 points in the first, but reeled off 16 in the second till they get to their 25. Turn of the page for the Lovington Wildcats. Right now, Micah Pondo leads the way in the scoring. He's got 6 points in the books. Julian Arroyo with 5. 4 points for Cale Covington, 2 points for DeMarcus Thompson, and Val Herrero with a point. Lovington has been very consistent from the free throw line. They are 5 of 6 from the stripe. Leading rebounders Thompson and Covington each with 3. Lovington leading the rebounding category. They had 12 in the first half, but 14 turnovers, ouch, and only managed 9 points in the first and 9 points in the second, Dawn.
Yes, and as far as their shooting goes, let's see. Carlsbad was 3 of 9 in the first quarter, 5 of 9 in the second quarter. That's 8 of 18, not counting free throws, of course. And they had 3 offensive rebounds. For Lovington, they shot 3 of 8 in the first quarter. They shot 2 of 8 in the second quarter. They were 5 of 16 for the half, and they also had 3 of their rebounds were offensive rebounds. The shooting woes, you can tell Lovington taking a lot of shots, not making a lot, but their free throws really helped them at the line in both. Just two of those 8 attempts in the second quarter went in. One of them was a tray, of course, and then they got a little help with the free throw line. But that's pretty amazing that they're shooting. They're just not there. I mean, they're taking a lot of shots, not making them, and a lot of those are close shots, in the lane and point blank layups or close in ones. So just a little bit of a problem there that Lovington might need to clean up in that second half.
Well, they certainly do, and they seem to have had a little problem, especially with Covington out, getting penetration into the lane. I have a feeling you're going to see Covington feature fairly prominently for the Wildcats in the second half. They have got to get that inside pressure to take the outside pressure off of Arroyo and Pondo especially. So they've got some work to do, but I think they will.
Yeah, of Lovington's rebounds in that first half, 3 of them also were offensive rebounds. So that's and I started to write down some assists. I know Cale Covington had 1 assist in that first half, and there was another one that I failed to write down, but Lovington with a little work to do, some things to clean up, coming out of this second half. I think that the fact that they're only down by 7, and with that being stretched out just right there at the end of that second quarter by Carlsbad speaks well to what they've been trying to do and the way they've been playing against Carlsbad in the first half, though.
Well, they have, and the Wildcats definitely have the firepower to come back.
They do.
And make up a 7-point deficit, but it's going to be a case if you don't want to fall all that much further behind Carlsbad. Although the boys play a whole lot faster than the girls team does, they are still a fairly deliberate squad. So, and I'm thinking, and this is a Coach John Zumbrin team, once they get out, they're not going to exactly play stall ball, but they're going to be very methodical on how they work things in and work things around. They're going to look for the quality shots. So if you're Lovington, you need to force the issue a little bit, push the pace, and when you have the wide open looks, please make them.
Yeah, and take advantage of the turnovers. Both teams had a lot of turnovers, and Lovington had opportunities but did not cash in on them.
Nope, and you got to cash in on those opportunities or you might not get that many, and you might wind up with a loss instead of a win. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me on this one, you're going to, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply and Napa, get up and go. And we'll go to the second half of action right after this. It's Carlsbad 25, Lovington 18. We'll return as Wildcat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan. Evie and Tiff keeping an eye on here on things back in studio, and we've got Luis Gomez's crew here tonight helping us with the video. We appreciate their help tonight as we get ready for the start of the second half. 25-18 is the score, and it will be Lovington basketball as we get underway in the second half. It'll be Rivero, Betancourt, Pondo, Arroyo, and Thompson on the floor for the Wildcats. It'll be G, Gossett, Orgain, Sullivan, and Chavarria on the floor for the Cavemen. So a 7-point deficit going into the second half as Rivero will get the inbound, and we are underway. Chavarria comes out to guard. Elijah will take it over in front of the Wildcat bench. Tosses out, top of the arc to Betancourt. Now over to Arroyo. Orgain on him. Swats at the ball. Julian throws it to the free throw line with Julian to Rivero in the right wing for three, and that one is in and out. It'll be Gossett with his 4th rebound of the ball game. Had the open look and just couldn't get it to rattle home. It hit everything except the bottom of the threads.
And then no offensive rebound there to keep that and give Lovington a second look.
Chavarria to the front court, brings it to the near side. Move it, and we've got a whistle away from the basketball as timeout going to be taken by Coach John Zumbrin. It'll be a 30, so we'll just keep it right here and say a big thanks to all the good folks who make Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat Sports possible here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. Couldn't do it without their help and support. You hear their ads, you see them there on the screen, so be sure you support those businesses who make it possible for us to bring this to you absolutely free. There's a lot of schools and a lot of places that charge you to watch your favorite teams, and we don't do that. And
nope.
There are some schools you ran into a whole school district full of them this last weekend that said if you stream, we're throwing you out, and wanted to charge you $13 a game for that. And we just we don't think that's right, and we don't do it. Then we don't do it. Big thanks in part to those folks you see at the bottom of your screen and you hear the ads. So out of the timeout into the front court. It'll be stolen away by Elijah Rivero, and he'll bring it back the other way. Elijah off the steal, gets blocked from behind and out of bounds. Good hustle play by Chavarria, but it'll stay Lovington basketball. That'll be the 14th turnover for Carlsbad. Push it in to Julian Arroyo, bouncing on the left base to Betancourt, and he'll lose it from behind, get it back, but then he'll lose it again. 15th turnover for the Wildcats. And don't know why we haven't seen Cale Covington back into this ball game. I'm looking down at the bench, and I don't see Cale down there. And another bad pass and almost stolen away. G will wind up with it. He's on his back. He'll roll it on the floor to Gossett, who tries to bounce it off of a Wildcat. That was just wild. And Rivero winds up with the basketball.
Yeah, trying to pass the ball, roll it on the court.
That's the
to another player.
Just about the weirdest
Crazy.
thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot over the years. So Rivero, I see him with the basketball, and he'll toss it to Betancourt, top of the arc. Betancourt pushing it over to Arroyo. Orgain gets a hand on it, but Julian handles it. Throw it to the baseline, and a little spin by DeMarcus Thompson. It's up and in and out, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. And they will call that on Gossett. That'll be his first personal, first team foul on the Cavemen. And again, I am looking down at the bench, and I do not see Cale Covington on the bench for the Wildcats. I'm wondering if maybe we've got an injury down there as Thompson's up, and it is good. He's got 3 in the ball game, all from the line, and Lovington strikes first in the second half. So now 25-19, second is up, and it is good.
Very nice.
So 25-20, Lovington cuts it down to 5. Full court press is on as they will throw the fastball down to a wide open Gossett, and he will get it to go home. He's got 4 in the ball game as they break the press and get the bucket. 27-22 minutes gone in the third. I like trying the trap press. You might want to think about keeping somebody under there as Arroyo knocked off the ball from the free throw line. His shot is no good, and it'll be Gossett with his 5th rebound. Back the other way, Chavarria end to end, and they're going to get Arroyo for the swipe.
Oh, you bet. He swatted him.
His second personal, first team foul on the Wildcats, and that'll put Carlsbad at the line. And that'll be Chavarria to the line. He's a perfect 2 of 2 from the stripe. And going to try and stretch the Carlsbad lead.
And so far, Lovington's taken 3 shots at the basket, hasn't found the bottom of the net yet except at the free throw line in this third quarter.
First one for Chavarria rolls off to the left side, no good. So the score remains 27-20. Chavarria. Second shot is up, and that one is off the front of the iron. It'll be Pondo with the rebound. First one for Micah. He'll take it into the offensive zone, give it off to Arroyo. Chavarria on him, giving him not a lot of room. Top of the arc to Betancourt, over to Pondo. Zorgain picks him up quickly to Rivero, to Betancourt, underneath to Thompson in the low post. Shot up, no good. DeMarcus with his own rebound is put back, no good, and it'll go out of bounds. And it'll be over in Carlsbad's hand.
5 looks at the basket, and none of them have dropped. Thank goodness for Thompson's points at the free throw line. The only points Lovington has scored in this third quarter.
Full court press is on as they'll get it to Sullivan, and he'll toss it near side to G, who gives it to a streaking Orgain, who's going to back it off now. 7-point lead for Carlsbad. Takes it to the right block, puts up a circus shot, winds up with his own rebound, no good, and that is Arroyo with the rebound. Lovington back. Arroyo tries to bounce it in and bounces it off the foot of one of the cavemen. It'll be Lovington basketball as G unintentionally kind of kicked it like a soccer ball. So it'll be Betancourt from right of the Wildcat bucket. Gets it into Arroyo and then back to Betancourt, and he's going to be blocked by Orgain, who goes out of bounds. But, wow, they're going to call the foul on Betancourt. They're going to call the push on Zay. That'll be his 4th personal.
Yep.
3rd team foul on Lovington.
And you got to think he's going to come out.
And they've got another quick foul called on Lovington.
Who's that going to be on? Are you going to say Rivera away from the ball? What is the deal?
No. I don't know what they're going to call here. And, they teed up Betancourt. So they tee up Betancourt as Orgain will come down, and that was the 4th on Betancourt, but that's a bad foul. I had that should be his. I had it as his 5th, but that's actually his 4th.
His 4th, okay.
First one is up for Orgain, and he short arms it. So no good. Coach Casey Pack just shakes his head. As Betancourt will head to the back of the bench, as checking in will be Perez.
Lovington is known to be an emotional team.
Second shot is up for Orgain, and he misses both ends of the technicals. It's Coach John Zumbrin basically says, what are you doing? I put you in there to shoot him.
4:53 left in the third quarter, and your score is 27-20. Lovington trailing by 7, but time to make it up.
Into the ball game for DeMarcus Thompson. Pondo, Perez, Herrera, Arroyo, and Rivero on the floor for the Cats. To the front court, Chavarria, and he throws it to Orgain, and it is away from everybody. That should be a turnover on Carlsbad. It will be their 16th of the game.
Chance for Lovington to take advantage of this, make some points out of this, and cut into that lead.
And Lovington has to just cut down on the mistakes. Too many of them as they trail by 7. Arroyo to the front court. Orgain will pick him up. Throw it to Pondo at the free throw line. To Rivero in the left corner for 3. That one is off the mark. And Perez, the littlest kid on the court, comes through with the rebound. But now it's loose on the floor, and timeout taken by Coach Casey Pack as Pondo goes slamming to the floor. Should just be a 30, so we will keep it right here with 4:29 to go. But the sloppiness has not been a good thing for the Wildcats. And again, I'm thinking Cale Covington may be injured. We don't have a report from down there on that, but that takes a pretty big part of the offensive game planning out for the Wildcats, and they're just a little off right now.
Yeah, very definitely. But cold shooting by both teams so far in this third quarter. Carlsbad has taken 4 shots and made only 1 outside of free throws. Lovington has taken 5 shots at the basket and not made a single one. Their only points coming at the free throw line. I mean, we started this third quarter at 25-18. It's 27-20 now. Both teams making just 2 points in half of this quarter gone. 4:29 left to play.
So out of the Wildcat timeout, it'll be Lovington basketball on the possession-saving timeout. Arroyo with it. He works against Chavarria.
But 2 offensive rebounds for Lovington so far.
Julian uses up the dribble. Dangerous bounce pass to Pondo. Throws it, trying to get Val coming on the back door. Goes out of bounds, but last touch by the caveman, either Sullivan or G.
Bounced off their shoulder.
Yep, Lovington will keep the basketball.
Lovington has
push it into Arroyo in the right corner. Chavarria picks him up very tight. Goes through to the free throw
Oh,
line,
yeah.
and they wave off the shot, and they will call the foul on Chavarria.
Yeah, he got him. He was flying high and just laid into Julian's shoulder.
Rivero will inbound. It comes to Julian, and he'll turn around from the right wing for
Beautiful.
three, and bang! Julian
Nice.
Arroyo, his second tray of the ball game. He's got 8. Cuts it down to a 4-point Caveman lead right at the halfway mark of the third quarter. Lovington tries to trap up Chavarria. Sullivan saves him. They'll go to Orgain. He takes it on the right baseline, and Val knocks it away from behind and out of bounds. Herrera getting the wingspan out there and poking it away. It stays Carlsbad basketball, but a good defensive play.
Yeah, and cures a scoring drought for Lovington there with that nice three-pointer by Julian.
DeMarcus Thompson comes into the ball game. Checks in for Rivero. Arroyo, Thompson, Perez, Herrera, and Pondo as Chavarria gets the inbound. DeMarcus on him. Throw it on the give and go to Sullivan. The turnaround no good. It'll be Perez with his second rebound of the ball game.
Nice.
JoJo will leave it off as they'll flip it to Pondo. Thinks about the three from the left wing. Sullivan gets there quickly. Lovington will reset with 3.5 to go in the third. Bounce it to Thompson at the free throw line. Gets popped in the face. No call. Driving the left base and putting up the little push shot is Perez. The rebound by Herrera, but stolen away from him. As just ripped away by Sullivan. That'll be turnover number 16 for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
And back the other way, and Chavarria with the bucket, and he's fouled. Chavarria now with 10 points in the ball game. And they will whistle that one on Thompson. His first personal, third team foul on Lovington.
And back to a 6-point lead by Carlsbad.
And Chavarria gets to go for 3 the old-fashioned way. He's at the line for the and one, 29-23. 3:15 remaining here in the third. The and one is up, and it is no good. And off of the tip, it's Galindo winding up with it for Carlsbad, and so they'll get another opportunity at it.
It's their 4th offensive rebound of the game.
Herrera going to be fouled as he reaches in on Chavarria. So for Valente, that'll be his first personal. 14th foul on Lovington. Carlsbad one away from the bonus. And nope, that is the 5th. I forgot to write down the technical, and so that'll put Carlsbad in the bonus for the next 3 minutes and 4 seconds. And Chavarria at the line to shoot 2. First one is up, and it is no good. He is now 2 of 6 from the free throw line, but he has 10 points in the ball game. Now on to Marcus in the front lines for the Wildcats. Second one on the way, and that one will rattle home. So now back to a 7-point Caveman lead with 3 minutes remaining. Push it over to Pondo in the left corner. He works against Sullivan, uses up the dribble. Over and over to Perez, but steps on the baseline, and turnover number 17 for the Cats.
Bad turnover right there. And 2:55 left in the third quarter now.
So Lovington has got to get it back together. They are just all out of sorts. As they'll sling it under, and the ball loose on the court, and somehow almost stolen away as Ontivedo's having trouble with it. Almost steps on Perez, and Herrera gets a hand on it, and it'll stay Carlsbad basketball.
They were trying to pass it to Galindo.
As a whistle sounds, as
we got subs coming in.
Rivero comes in for Pondo. You've got Galindo, Sullivan, Chavarria, Ontivedos, and G on the floor for Carlsbad. Perez, Thompson, Herrera, Arroyo, and Rivero on. And into the right corner, Galindo, and a whistle sounds away from the basketball, and they call a lane violation on Carlsbad. That'll be their 17th turnover. Give it back to Lovington.
All right. Lovington a chance to capitalize here.
And now a timeout going to be taken. Let's see who took it. I think it's going to be Carlsbad taking it. And it will be a 60, so with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, Carlsbad 30, Lovington 23, back in 30 on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel.
Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Wildcat basketball. It's actually Coach Casey Pack who took the timeout. So they trail 30-23 with Dawn Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle. This one's gotten a little bit sloppy here in the second half, Dawn.
Yeah, it definitely has, on both sides. And just a lot of, 2 of 5 shooting for Carlsbad so far, 1 of 6 shooting for Lovington from the floor.
Yeah, neither team. They both turned it over quite a few times, too. 2.5 remaining here in the quarter. As Arroyo takes it in front of the student section, gets a little screen from Rivero, gives it right back. Elijah uses up the dribble, needs some help. Arroyo under pressure, gets it back. He'll hippity-hop through the lane, goes to the left base, high off the glass, no good, and it'll be Ontiveros with the rebound. That'll be his first. Ontiveros leaves it off for G. 2:10 remaining in the third. A 7-point Carlsbad lead. Lovington just can't buy a bucket, and that one is hippity-hop through the lane, and the ball not with the player as Lovington back the other way, and Arroyo, they call the travel before the shot. Each team now with 18 turnovers.
As that had been a pickoff by Herrera, he picked off a pass to turn it over and
now
gave it to Arroyo.
They are having all kinds of heck as we've got an inadvertent buzzer. Push it over, and a 3 on the way for Galindo. That one is off the iron. Sullivan to G, and that one's up, no good. It'll be Thompson who brings it down. Back down come the Wildcats as they try and trap up Rivero in the left corner. Get it out to Perez, and then back to Arroyo, thank you, as Thompson from the free throw line. Rivero to the near side. Hand it off, Arroyo, right corner for 3, and bang! Ooh. Julian had a little space. He took it. He's got 11 in the ball game.
Nice.
Lovington back to within 4. 90 seconds to go in the third. Full court presses on. Chavarria pushes it to Galindo. Galindo puts it on the floor, goes against Herrera, uses up the dribble and has to sling it back out to Chavarria. Chavarria on the far sideline. Gets a screen from Ontiveros. Now takes it to the free throw line and pushes it up from there and count the bucket and the foul.
Yep.
He drew that one like a master, and he's going to the line for the and one. As they are going to put that one up on number 4, Elijah Rivero, his second personal. And they are in the double bonus, but they counted the bucket. So another opportunity for the and one for Chavarria.
Back to a 6-point lead for Carlsbad. 1:06 left to play in the third.
Shot is up, and the and one is good for Chavarria. He's got 14 points. He paces the Cavemen. 1:06 remaining as Chavarria will check out or Gain will come back in for the Cavemen. As Arroyo directs traffic as we click down under a minute to go here in the third. As a foul going to be called, they'll call the push there on Galindo. His first personal, just the third team foul. Zanson Marquez will come into the ball game as Herrera checks out. Perez to inbound it from just left of the Lovington bench, gets it in to Arroyo. Arroyo throws the fastball to Rivero. Rivero back to Arroyo. Free throw line with Thompson. And he's going to run into his own player, and they're going to call the hold foul on Galindo. That'll be his second personal. 4th team foul. As Micah Pondo will come back in for the Wildcats. Rivero, Marquez, Perez, Pondo, and Arroyo on the floor for the Cats. To Julian on the right baseline, needs some help. Tries to put up a shot, and he'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. They're going to get that one on Sades. That'll be his first personal. 5th team foul on Carlsbad. 39 seconds to go in the third. And Arroyo to the line to shoot 2. Chance to cut into the 7-point lead, and the first one is up and good. Julian now with 12 points in the ball game, paces the Cats. Coming in for the Cavemen is Zenas Huerta. His first action tonight. As Arroyo at the line, skies it and rattles it home. Julian a perfect 4 of 4 from the line. Wildcats back to within 5 as Julian checks out. Coming in for the Cats, that's Ethan Stevens. Another freshman for the Wildcats. And on the inbound, it's a bad one, and not able to handle it is Huerta. And that'll be the 19th turnover for Carlsbad, as now Arroyo going to come right back in, as Stevens getting some well-deserved love for batting that one and disrupting the inbound and getting Lovington another shot at it with 38 seconds to go in the quarter. Rivero pushes it into Pondo. The shooters are on the floor for the Cats. Micah to Perez, now coming over to Arroyo. He works against Orgain to the free throw line. Needs a little help, gets it from Perez, who takes it to the right
he's gonna
block, and he's going to get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Or nope. They're going to say...
Really?
They're going to say turnover for Lovington. I didn't see him whistle the travel, but...
Okay. I guess he turned around and took... As he was turning around, he slid that foot, I guess.
And I guess they called that before they called the punch. So another turnover for the Wildcats. Full court presses on. Sullivan uses up the dribble as they will throw it under to a wide open Ontiveros. And that's the second time the Cavemen have broken the press that way. 35-28. And more than an NBA 3 for Arroyo. In a fight for the rebound, it is loose on the floor and finally into the hands of Sullivan. And at the buzzer, no shot. So we head to the fourth. The Carlsbad Cavemen 35, the Lovington Wildcats 28. We're back in 1 minute for the fourth quarter. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
A 7-point Carlsbad lead as we head to the fourth quarter. I'm TJ Miracle with Dawn Morgan as Perez will inbound it to Pondo, and we are underway. Lovington in the same spot they were, down by 7 to Pondo. To the free throw line to Rivero. Bounce it out. Bad pass. Thompson gets it. Now to Perez. Thinks about it. Now to Rivero. Top of the arc. Chavarria to him closely. He'll go in just in front of the free throw line and push it up from 10.
Little one-arm.
Elijah has his first points of the ball game.
Little one-arm floater was beautiful.
Orgain gets it out of pressure and takes it into the front court. Lovington wants to travel. Not going to get it. As Orgain to Gossett. Back to Orgain near the timeline. 5-point lead just underway here in the fourth. The Cavemen up over the Cats. To Chavarria, and he'll go hippity-hop through the lane, and they will call the charge on Chavarria. That'll be his second personal, 20th turnover.
Yeah, good job by Pondo to get in there and get his feet set.
So give it over to Lovington with 7:15 remaining here in the ball game. So the Cats have just not found a whole lot of offensive rhythm yet.
No, there were Carlsbad had 2 offensive rebounds in that third quarter. Lovington had 3.
So push it over and to Rivero. Goes behind the back as he works against G to Thompson. Thompson takes it to the free throw line. Bounce it out to Pondo for 3. Top of the arc. It is in and out. And nobody but Chavarria there for the rebound. His third. Caveman basketball. 6:48 to go in the ball game. A 5-point Carlsbad lead. Still anybody's game. Chavarria works against Perez, uses up the dribble, gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan spin move at the free throw line, uses up the dribble. To Orgain on the far sideline. Orgain goes, throws it to the left base with Gossett, and he'll lay it up. Not going to go, and the ball saved by
Pondo's got it.
Pondo's got it, so Pondo will actually get credit for the rebound, and back the other way. He short-armed it, and G with the rebound. Lovington shooting woes continue. G coast to coast off the rebound and count the bucket and the foul. 8 points for Samuel G, and he'll go to the line for 3 the old-fashioned way.
Wow.
As they are going to call that one on. He put up 5. I think he meant 4. Yeah, it'll be on Rivero. That'll be his third.
Carlsbad in that third quarter, 3 of 6 shooting. Lovington 3 of 9 shooting.
G for the and one. is up, and it is good. Carlsbad 5 of 12 from the free throw line. G now with 9 points. 38-30, an 8-point lead. Push by G, no call on Arroyo. Julian using up the dribble to Thompson in the paint. Back out to Perez. To Rivero, right side of the arc for 3, no good. Pondo with the rebound. Give it to Arroyo from the right corner for 3, and bang! Julian with 16 in the ball game. Pondo with his 3rd rebound and an assist. So now Lovington back to within 5. They work against Chavarria, using up the dribble. They'll throw it to G on the Wildcat back at center court. Resetting with 5.5 to play in the ball game. A 5-point Carlsbad lead. As it'll be back in the hands of Chavarria. Thompson on him. To G in front of the Carlsbad bench. Gets the pick. Takes it underneath to Sullivan on the left base and up and in.
We'll give and go.
And a whistle sounds. Sullivan now with 4 points, and a timeout going to be taken as Coach Casey Pack is getting ready to get teed up as he is barking at the official. That's the same official that teed up Chief Bridgeforth earlier
in the girls' game.
As Julian Arroyo says, Coach, we've already gotten one. Let's not get another.
Right.
As timeout will be taken by Coach Zumbrin as Coach Casey is still barking down there. We'll take the quick timeout. We're back in 30. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And back here at Wildcat Gym as Coach John Zumbrin taking the timeout. 40-33, the Wildcats trail the Cavemen as Lovington has not been able to buy a bucket. I mean, their shooting percentage has got to be down around 20% for the game. I mean, that's
yeah.
Oh, and Coach Casey Pack is still barking at the officials. Finally, another official, I think, came over and said, Coach, if you want to stay in this gym, you're going to shut up. And that's probably exactly what he told him. It'll be Lovington basketball out of the Carlsbad timeout.
Well, in this, Lovington trailing by 7, but time to work on that. 5:14 left.
40-33 and a bad pass, and it'll bounce around. And Carlsbad will have their 20th turnover of the ball game.
Nope.
It's loose on the floor, but Lovington's going to get it right back. And on the baseline, Arroyo to Rivero. Bounce it back out to Thompson. They'll reset. To Arroyo, free throw line, and they call the travel.
Before he made the...
They actually are going to call a push foul on Chavarria, his 3rd personal. They're going to wave the shot off and say it was on the floor, but the officials signaled travel first.
Right.
Then he decided it was a bump. So Arroyo on the inbound. He works against Orgain. Little spin move to the free throw line. Fall away jumper from 16. It is off the mark and off of the tip. It'll be DeMarcus Thompson with the rebound, his 6th. And then goes out of bounds and last touched by the Cavemen. But the shooting woes continue for the Cats.
That's right.
Rivero pushes it into Pondo at the top of the arc. Pondo to Perez. To Thompson at the free throw line. To Arroyo. Julian works against Orgain. He'll take it in, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Orgain popped it from behind.
So
Julian doing a little bit of acting down there, and the official not gonna buy it. As they'll push it into Perez to Thompson. They're giving Thompson plenty of room on the arc. To Pondo in the right corner for 3, and no good. In and out, and it'll be Sullivan with the rebound, his 3rd. Carlsbad basketball is G with it, and they will call the travel on G and give it to Lovington.
All right.
Lucky he traveled because that was almost a foul.
Yeah. It's all right. Lovington got another chance at it. They're trailing by 7, 4:18 left.
Perez directs traffic to the free throw line. They'll give it to Thompson in the low post, and he's fouled trying to split through traffic. It will be on the floor, and they are going to whistle that one on Gossett. That'll be his 2nd personal, 3rd team foul on the Cavemen. Stays Lovington basketball with 4:14 remaining in the contest. As Rivero to Arroyo for 3. That one is off the mark, and the rebound going to be made by Gossett, his 6th.
2 of 9 shooting in this fourth quarter for Lovington.
Ouch, as Chavarria pushes it to G in the right block. He'll turn around from right there and bounce it home. Samuel G now with 11 points in the ball game in the double-figure category. From the left block, it's Arroyo up, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Carlsbad 3 of 4 shooting in the fourth quarter. They have not taken very many shots, but they've made most of them.
They'll whistle that one on Chavarria, his 4th. And Arroyo at the line, trying to chip into this now 9-point Carlsbad lead, 42-33. First one for Julian is up, and that is his first missed free throw of the ball game. Yeah, somebody check the baskets, because I don't know. They're just off tonight.
Both teams with some problems with shooting.
Julian gets the second one to go. There we go. 17 points for Arroyo, 42-34.
Just an 8-point deficit now. 3:48 left to play in the game.
As Sullivan looks to inbound, he'll get it into G on the left baseline. Sullivan gets it right back. Still stuck up in the backcourt, and they'll push it forward. And a foul going to be called on Pondo. So Micah, that is going to be his first personal. Second team foul as Pondo asking some questions. Coach Casey Pack barking a little bit too. As it looks like Ethan Stevens going to check into the ball game. He'll come in for Pondo. I think that's the right move for Coach Pack, is try and calm the situation down.
Pondo thought that Gossett bumped into him.
So they'll get it in, and Gossett will wind up with it in the low post, and he'll just turn around and put it home. He's got 6 in the ball game. Now a 10-point lead for the Cavemen with 3.5 to go. Arroyo with the little head fake, bounce it over Stevens, right corner for 3. Bang! Ethan Stevens with the 3-point shot.
Nice.
Lovington back to within 7. Full court press is on and stolen
steal.
away by Rivero. And Elijah tries one too many. Why didn't you just take it yourself? And they'll get it to Orgain as Lovington gives it right back into the corner. 3 on the way for Galindo, and it's good.
And he waited. He had some traffic in front of him, so he waited till it cleared, and then he stopped, reset, and took the shot and popped the net.
And that'll make it a 47-37 ball game. 3 minutes remaining, and we will have a foul called. Actually, I think we've got a tech called.
Ooh.
As they'll call the technical on Galindo after he made the shot. Lovington will be in the double bonus, and he must have said something when he hit it. As Coach Zumbrin brings him over and says, "What are you thinking, kid?" So Lovington with a chance, and Arroyo at the line puts up the first, and Julian no good.
But he's got a second shot at it, and he made the second of his last trip at the line. Missed the first, made the second.
Lovington will have the ball out of the Techs. So Arroyo up and missed both the technicals. Wow, Lovington will have the basketball out of the Tech, but yikes. Their free throw shooting tonight until this fourth quarter, they've been 9 of 10. Now they're just 1 of 4 from the line in the quarter. And a timeout going to be taken. It is a full timeout as Coach Casey Pack wants to figure something out. His team trails by 10. We're back in 30 seconds on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Back here at Wildcat Gym out of the Lovington timeout. It will be Wildcat basketball, but this is pretty much a case of a fourth quarter, Dawn Morgan, where anything that can go wrong for Lovington has.
It has, right. Just a couple of bright spots with a tray by Ethan Stevens coming in. Wow.
Yeah, another one from Julian Arroyo.
Yes, and Julian Arroyo popping the net too.
But
so 2 trays, but they've only made 3 shots of their 9 attempts in this fourth quarter.
And only 1 of 4 from the free throw line. So coming out of the
10 attempts. Sorry, 4 of 10.
So to the front court come the Wildcats. It'll be Thompson. Pushing it to Arroyo. Chavarria still in the ballgame with 4 fouls. Attack that kid. Rivero from the free throw line to Thompson on the far side. He works against Orgain. He'll take it in, then behind the back to Julian. Orgain picks him up quickly, and they try and throw it in the middle, but they will call the foul on Carlsbad as Orgain coming through to try and get the steal. They'll call the punch foul on him, and that will put Julian Arroyo at the line to shoot 2. Lovington is in the double bonus.
2:40 left to play in this game. There's time.
So Julian to the line. Bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, gets it.
Beautiful.
18 points for Arroyo as Valente Herrera comes in. It'll be he and Stevens in the front blocks, and nope, they're going to drop Val all the way back to the backcourt.
Right, Thompson sits out.
They're going to put Rivero in as Julian gets them both.
Nice, good deal.
19 points for Arroyo. Full court press is on. 2:40 to go, an 8-point lead for Carlsbad. Stevens to G. Push it forward, trying to get Orgain. They will. He'll move it through the right lane and miss the point-blank layup, and Herrera will have his 4th rebound of the ball game.
Lovington.
Herrera to Arroyo gets clunked in the back of the head. They should call the flagrant. It'll be a 3-shot foul. I don't think that referee, come on, big dog, call the flagrant, but they're not, and they'll call that on Gossett. That'll be his 3rd personal, and Arroyo to the line for 3. So Julian to the line to shoot 3.
Got to check him for concussion.
Yeah, really.
That was a hard shot.
First one is up for Julian. You know, it's actually funny with Coach Stephen McCraw. He was nice enough to send up the Carlsbad rosters, which were much different than what we saw. He actually sent up the concussion protocols, too. I could read them if we want to, as the second one for Julian is good, and Lovington cuts it back to within 6.
So good job by Julian at the line here. This
coming through in the clutch, trying to cut it down again. The 3rd one is up, and
beautiful.
That one is good.
5 straight free throws from the line.
And gets Lovington back to within 5. The pressure is on. 2:19 remaining in the ball game. Has a bad bounce pass, and nobody able to get to it. They'll get it to Orgain in the front court at about the 8 count. As Chavarria almost slides to the floor out of the bounce and wind up with it. Spin move, winds up with it to G in the deep left corner. G uppity up through the lane to get it up to Sullivan and count the bucket and the foul. I was pretty sure, and Lovington wanted the travel, and I'm not sure that they didn't get it, but didn't get called as they will call the hack foul on Lovington.
Lovington came within a whisper of capturing that ball and forcing another turnover. That could have been a lot different. Had they gotten that ball, gotten down the court, made a basket, and denied this one, this could be a much different ball game right now.
So now Sullivan at the line for the and 1. He'll bend the knees, puts the right toe on the stripe, puts it up, and that one is no good. And off of the no rebound and over the back, they could have called Chavarria for an over the back. They did not. It will be Lovington basketball.
So 49-42.
Thompson Rivero.
A minute
Arroyo,
50 left.
Stevens and Perez on the floor for the Wildcats. It'll be Perez with it. Get it over to Rivero. To Arroyo in the left corner. He will work against Sullivan. Toss it over, and Rivero out of his reach, and that is turnover number 22, and Orgain back the other way, and he'll lay it up, and then he's got 9. Back to a 9-point lead for Carlsbad. Arroyo through the lane, throws it underneath, and they will. Nope, they're going to call the block foul on Gossett.
All right.
So that'll be his 4th personal, and Julian to the line to shoot 2 more. Right now, it's the free throw shooting that's keeping Lovington even in touch with less than 90 seconds to go. Julian at the line. First one is up, and it is good. 51-43, an 8-point Carlsbad lead.
And I'm glad that they called it this way. I was just so afraid that that was going to go the other way.
Second one for Arroyo is up, and it is good. So 51-44, Lovington not out of it yet, and a whistle sounds, and they are going to call the hold foul away from the ball. Whistle that one on JoJo Perez, his 1st personal, 4th team foul, and so Carlsbad is now going to go into the bonus on the next Lovington foul. As G looks to push it in, he will to Sullivan in front of the Lovington bench. Back to G. Bounce it over to Chavarria. 1:22 to go. Chavarria into the front court. He works against Rivero. Elijah on him tight, and a whistle sounds, and Coach Zumbrin going to take the timeout. So with 1:14 remaining in the ball game, Carlsbad 51, Lovington 44. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Carlsbad basketball as we get back to it here at Wildcat Gym. The Cavemen leading the Wildcats 51-44. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan alongside. Luis Gomez and his crew providing video tonight. Tiff Stuber in studio keeping an eye and an ear on things. And Micah Pondo is going to get called for the foul, and they could get him for the flagrant right there. And so Sullivan will go to the line for Pondo, his second personal. But that does put Carlsbad in the double bonus. Bad foul there.
7-point
and I
lead.
think just a little bit of a frustration foul there for Pondo.
Sure.
Marquez checks in. Marquez, Pondo, Perez, Rivero, and Thompson in for Lovington. Shot up, and it is good for Sullivan. He's got 7 points now in the ball game as Perez will check out. Thompson checks in. You've got Sullivan, Gossett, Orgain, Chavarria, and G on the floor for Carlsbad. Second one for Sullivan is up, and he gets them both. He's got 8 points, 6 of them in the fourth quarter. Up to an 8-point Carlsbad lead. We click down to a minute to play in the ball game. Push it over to Pondo. He moves in to the right elbow and puts it down.
Nice.
Just a two-pointer. Pondo now with 8 points in the ball game, and a whistle sounds, and we'll have a foul away from the basketball, and I think Pondo going to pick up another one, or yep. Let's see if they put it up on for sure, and we'll walk down and take some free throws. They're going to call that one on Julian Arroyo. That'll be his fourth personal. And so Chavarria, the one, he's 50-50 from the line. He's 4 of 8 from the free throw line. 53-46, make it still 53-46. 56 seconds to go. Carlsbad in the lead, but Lovington going to need a little help here in this final minute. Second one on the way, and that one is off the mark, and Arroyo will get the rebound. That is the third for Julian. To the front court. NBA 3 tries to draw the foul, doesn't get it, but he gets the three-pointer.
Beautiful.
Julian Arroyo drains the tray. And timeout taken by Coach Casey Pack. It is his final timeout, but we'll keep it right here. It is a full timeout after tonight, no matter the outcome.
So
the Wildcats will be in action on Friday night against the Ruidoso Warriors. You'll be on assignment that night. I'll be here for that one. But so that'll be coming up on Friday night. But the Wildcats not completely out of this one yet. They trail by 4, 53-49, as Julian Arroyo continues to just light it up. Let's see, that's 11, 12, 13. He's got 14 points in the quarter, 27 in the ball game to lead all scorers.
Amazing. Just a 4-point lead by Carlsbad now. And, some excuse me, some time on the clock. But Lovington's going to have to try to steal or force a turnover here with the seconds, the less than a minute that they have to work with.
Yeah, there's 50-some-odd seconds as they're having problems with the scoreboard here. They're waiting to get it back up. Still waiting. Now they're going to come over as Coach McCraw, the official timekeeper.
Maybe a question as to just how much time there was left.
How much time is supposed to be on it. Coach Casey Pack and Coach John Zumbrin both coming over to question something. Make sure they know for sure what's supposed to be up there. So Coach McCraw, I think, looking for a little help. So not sure. What is he signaling us? I don't know, Coach.
I think he wants to see video. I think they're wanting to see if we got it on video somehow. How many seconds there were on the clock before that?
Not sure what's going on. Don't know. I don't have a clock running.
See about video. If they can they run video back and see if there was if they caught it on the clock?
I don't know. So let's go ahead and take a timeout. Let me see if I can run it backwards and right to it. As I am looking quickly.
And no matter how many, we know it's less than a minute on the clock, and it's coming down to the wire here. 53-49 is your score. Carlsbad with a 4-point lead after a beautiful 3-point shot by Julian Arroyo to cut it down and give Lovington a chance here in these final seconds. And let's see what they're going to decide. They're going to put 46 seconds left on the clock. I think that's close to what it was. I think they're within about a second or so.
Yeah, they decided 46 seconds. I was running it back on the video feed to see what I had to say. I mean, I'm still
right.
I'm still looking. We're going to try and get this right. So keep stalling, Dawn.
All right, that's fine. As I think that they're just about ready to. Well, now the ref is coming over. Casey Pack has a question, and I don't think it's about the clock necessarily. I think it was about what happened right before they had the little timeout for the clock and whose ball it is.
All
and
right,
where
well,
it
I
is.
guess they've decided, so they didn't give me time to look. And to Orgain, and he's pushed from behind. No call. Carlsbad mad about it. It'll wind up as a turnover. Lovington brings it back. 41 seconds to go. Perez to the right baseline. They'll toss it over as they work it through, and a bad pass, and Lovington turns it right back over to Carlsbad. 30 seconds to go, a 4-point Caveman lead. And a foul going to be called, number 23. I don't have a 23
excuse me,
on our roster.
No, I think that's true. We don't. I thought it was 22, but it is 23.
So
someone who came in from the JV game,
I'm sure
maybe.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll come back the other way. 29 seconds to go, and it'll be G at the line. He is 1 of 1 from the stripe. He's got 11 points in the ball game. So from the line, Carlsbad's had their woes from the stripe, and G doesn't have them going for him. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 54-49 is the score.
Well, that was a case of the ball moving faster than any of the refs, could get down there to really see that clearly, to see that what was a foul. But ball don't lie, as they say.
Yep, so
and it ends up back in the hands of Carlsbad, and they're at the line.
5-point lead for Carlsbad. Even if he makes it, it'll be a 2-possession game. Lovington with time, but no timeouts. Second one for G is up, and it is good. They'll get it to Arroyo, as Lovington going to have to pull the 3-point trigger, as Arroyo into the corner for Pondo for 3, and in and out, and the rebound by Ontiveros. And the quick foul, and we'll come back down the court with 18.9 seconds to go in the ball game. And 2 makes here, pretty much going to seal it for Carlsbad.
Right, 6-point lead right now for the Cavemen.
First trip to the line for Ontiveros tonight.
55-49 your score. 18.93 seconds left on the clock.
Ontiveros to shoot 2. Not that it matters. The foul called on Pondo, as Ontiveros will get it. And that'll make it 56-49. It is a 3-possession ball game now. It's Carlsbad back up by 7. Second one is up and gets them both. But now 57-49 with 18 seconds to go. And Coach John Zumbrin going to take his final timeout. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to all the folks you see on the screen right there and that you are hearing their ads. We couldn't do it without their help and support for the Lovington Wildcats and the Lovington Lady Cats. So support those businesses who support these kids and make sure that these broadcasts and these streamcasts stay free of charge. She's Dawn Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle. And Dawn, I think when the story of this game is written, as two old newspaper people, I probably shouldn't say that because we're in radio and video now. But when the story of this game is written, I think Lovington is going to see it as a game of missed opportunity.
Yes, definitely. I mean, they've had a lot of shooting problems and woes. They've taken a lot of shots, and they've turned over the ball too many times. They have had some success at the free throw line, and then some not. I mean, it's been off and on. Julian Arroyo doing a very nice job here later in the game there. But yes, a lot of opportunities missed. I mean, Lovington also has created some second looks for themselves. I mean, they've got 8 offensive rebounds in this game.
Yeah, and looking at it,
and
it looks
Carlsbad
like they're winning
only 5.
Yeah, it looks like they're winning the rebounding battle.
So,
We'll look at the numbers in the Stone Oilfield Services postgame report. So Lovington, with under 19 seconds to go, they're going to have to pull the three-point triggers and pull them fast out of timeouts, as waiting to pick it up, as Arroyo now will. Marquez gives him a screen, but Carlsbad picks it up. They'll throw it over to Pondo in the left wing. He'll pull the three-point trigger. That one is off of the glass and into the hands of G, his 4th board of the ball game, and he'll just dribble it out as Lovington will wave the white flag. And our final tonight will be Carlsbad 57, Lovington 49. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your Stone Oilfield Services postgame report. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to your Stone Oilfield Services postgame report. The Wildcats fall to 10-7 on the season as 5A Carlsbad improves to 8-7 with a 57-49 victory. Let's take a quick look at the final numbers in this one. Jacob Chavarria leads the way for the Cavemen with 14 points. Samuel G with 13. Those were the 2 double-digit scorers for the Cavemen. Kieran Orgain with 9 points, just missing double digits. Leading rebounder for the Cavemen was Garrett Gossett, who had 6 points in the game. 23 rebounds as a team for the Cavemen. They had their trouble from the line, 11 of 21 from the free throw line. They turned the ball over 24 times in the contest. They get 9 in the first, 16 in the second, 10 in the third, and 22 in the fourth and final quarter. Turning the page for the Lovington Wildcats. Only 1 double-digit score tonight, but he led all scores as Julian Arroyo with 27 points tonight paces the Wildcats. Micah Pondo with 8 points is next in the books. 4 points for DeMarcus Thompson, 4 points for Cale Covington before he went out. We don't know his status yet. Then you had 3 points for Ethan Stevens and a point for Valente Herrera. Leading rebounder tonight was Thompson with 6 boards, 24 rebounds as a team for the Wildcats. They led in that category. They go 17 of 21 from the free throw line. 23 turnovers in the ball game, 9 in the first, 9 in the second, 10 in the third, 21 in the fourth. but a game of what could have been, Dawn, as they just could not buy a bucket.
Nope.
Especially in that first, second, or, 21 points in the fourth quarter, but it didn't feel like they could really get one, but
they
didn't work out quite like the Cats had planned tonight.
Too many turnovers, and the shooting for Carlsbad, they were 17 of 31, not counting free throws. For Lovington, they were 14 of 39. Offensive rebounds, 5 for Carlsbad and 8 for Lovington, though. So their rebounding looking pretty good. Their offensive rebounding looking good, but too many turnovers and cold shooting.
Yep, just the way it worked and just didn't go the way of the Wildcats tonight. Of course, now they got a couple of days before they will turn around and do it again right back here at Wildcat Gym with the Ruidoso Warriors coming to town. And I do believe we are going to have Coach Casey Pack, so let's get Coach Casey's headset put together. Put that there, Coach, and we'll get you plugged in here and bring you on to the post-game report. You think I would have learned how to do this by now.
I put out the headphones just in case. I just hadn't plugged them in yet, but we're glad to see you, Coach Pat.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, Casey, good to see you. So a tough one tonight, maybe a case of the what could have been. So what did you see out there tonight, as it looks like there were times where you guys just couldn't buy a bucket?
Yeah, we just, at times we're trying to work the offense, but I think at times we're there to fake a pass to make a pass, and we just got in a hurry and just, that was a matchup zone, and they do a good job. So you can't get in too big of a hurry. And I felt at times, instead of just slowing down, to make a good pass, we got in a hurry and made a bad pass.
Well, and 23 turnovers in the game. You forced 24, though, so you did win that category. As of course, anytime you got a 5A team coming in, you did what you could. We noticed Cale Covington not in there in the whole second half. What's his status?
Well, I pray that he didn't break his foot again.
Yeah, we all pray that.
Yeah. So same foot he did last year, and he's getting X-rays. So our prayers are for him right now, and hopefully it's not broken and we can get him back.
Well, that is what we certainly hope. Big game tonight as usual out of Julian Arroyo, led the way with 27 points. And what can you say about that kid?
No, he did a good job, and honestly, he did a great job of trying to lead the younger kids, because we had at times
some younger ones out there,
freshmen,
a couple freshmen,
and 3 sophomores.
Yeah. And, a nice tray or two out of those other sophomores, too.
Yes.
So,
and they got a big steal here, and then go turn it over.
Well, that's you got to put up with some of that with the young ones too. But now you got a couple of days to kind of recover and think about it. Ruidoso coming into town, one of those rivalry games, even though not in the same district anymore. What do you know about those Warriors?
No, honestly, I don't know much. I'm one of these coaches that go one game at a time. So I got some film on them, and I'll look Wednesday and we'll put a game plan together Thursday and move forward.
Well, that's all you can do. But a tough one tonight, but got to put it behind you and move on, I guess.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. And I guarantee it. These kids, even my youngsters, are going to keep fighting and do their best.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed about Casey Pack-led teams is there ain't no quit in them. That's for sure. No. If they quit, they might get hurt.
Well, thanks a lot.
Appreciate
you.
And congratulations, Coach Pack, on your 300th career win a couple of weeks ago. Very nice.
Yes, thank you.
And still going.
Yes, still going. And like the only thing that when they honored me, when they said 4 decades, I was like, dang, I'm getting old.
You're not that old, Coach.
Yes. But hopefully I'm around another 10 years and keep going.
Hey, we'll take it.
All right.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Casey Pack joining us here on the Stone Oilfield Services post-game report right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. All right, I think Robert's trying to turn the lights off on us, so we will go ahead and wrap things up here tonight as the Cats came out firing, but in the end just come up a little bit short as Carlsbad victorious tonight, 57-49. For Luis Gomez and his video crew tonight, for Tiff and Evie Stuber back in studio engineering and producing, for Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Gym. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noel Mark Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.